Icewind Dale. We are in the Wandering Village. We gotta figure out what happened to those Ninos. Those Ninos are missing from the village. We're at Terry's level 11. Everybody else is about to get level 11. They're a little, I mean, they're just a few experience points shy. And then Ezlif's about to get level 10. But first things first, we have to sell everything we have.
Easy as goblin pie.
Is goblin pie.
Yeah.
Let Joffrey do the talking with his level 21 charisma.
Greetings.
Semi-frustrating thing about this village is you can't just sell everything to one vendor. I mean, I guess it's a little bit more realistic, quote unquote, but Nim here only wants like gems and stuff. I have to sell the I have to sell weapons and things to the Huntsmaster. I guess it makes sense. Here's all the scrolls. Also, the funny thing is that I don't know why this is, but whenever you're selling these winter wolf pelts, if you sell one, then the price goes down on the subsequent ones. But if you sell them all at the same time, you still get the same, like, big price. I guess the more pelts you give them, the less they need. Not sure. Oh, don't need this many healing potions. Head over to the Huntsmaster. Sell off our loot. When this magical ammo is just worth a ton. Guy sells arrows and bolts. That's good. Should have been ditching these ice axes. I didn't realize they're only worth like 5 gold. Temple key we don't need. Lysara's journal we do not need. We don't need Oswald's spellbook. Don't need that key. We don't need that key. Don't need tending ivy either. No.
What'd you want? Fine.
I can't respond to that in any better Spanish. No sé donde los niños. I hope. Yeah, I gave her an everlast arrow. That's okay. Lavara's journal we'll hang on to for just a moment. Oswald's goodbye note, it's sad, but we don't need it. Toss that away. We got all the ammo first. Banyo. Kids are taking a bath. Right, that's one container emptied. Actually, I'm gonna hang on to the scroll of resurrection. Didn't we have a raised dead scroll? Ooh, did I accidentally sell it? I might have. Oh, here it is. So upon completion of the resurrection spell, the creature is immediately restored to full hit points, vigor, and health. The ordeal, however, causes the character to lose 1 level during the process. That is why I'm not using resurrection. That's awful. Why would you ever consent to losing an entire level of experience? Considering how long it takes to level up, are you kidding me? Still got our potion of clear purpose. You guys in your Spanish discussion. Alright, all bags are empty. Quickly make sure everybody has... Everyone's full up on healing potions. They are indeed. Oh, this guy takes the winter wolf pelts for 500. I messed up. Should have been selling them to this guy. Good thing this village is absurdly rich and can pay tens of thousands of gold for all this random equipment. Any of that. Need to buy a hemp rope. This is 50 feet of strong hemp rope. If we remember yesterday, who's it's telling us that we'll need to rappel down into the Underdark, so we'll need that eventually. This wandering hunter's armor would be good. We're definitely going to pick up these bracers of archery. The Underdark indeed. Underdark. I'm supposed to attack. We already have a sling +2. Let's see. Give him +2 on his bow rolls. So 2 attacks with bow. It's +18 and +13. Now it's +20 and +15. Nice.
What?
You have my warm.
Where is Waterdeep in relation to Neverwinter? I'm not quite sure. I know there are 2 major cities. All right. Okay, so I want this Averine decanter. And I want the Air Genocide armor. And I want Mio's gong, I believe. Get the dire old loot of Pelin K. Ooh, do I want Mio's gong? Start with those 3. Here we go, we got the dire old loot of Pelin K. Give that to old Joffrey. Now he's got a loot. He's got a loot, he's got a horn, in addition to his drums. One-man band indeed. 8 + 1. +2 to reflex saves. We'll give this to Terry. Don't think she can wear this though. Yeah, minus. Bunch of minus. Okay. +4 +6. She's starting at 4. 8 + 1. Is all about the drow. I'd imagine it is. This is we will be heading into the Underdark here as well. Gonna ditch these scrolls. I think we can sell this. Or not sell this, I mean
What?
let's use it. Bashar al-Rashid. Hello, my friend. I am Bashar al-Rashid. The decanter you hold is my home. I will serve you 3 times, or you may set me free. What services can you offer? I collect many things, my friend, and boast powers most marvelous. Should you desire to trade, you will find me a just and generous merchant. Should you require healing, I would ask for merely a handful of coins in return. Wait, you sell goods and services? You don't grant wishes? No, my friend, I do not peddle wishes. Right? I like to make use of your services. Well, he'll sell you a couple cool items. Boots of grounding worth 40,000 gold. Not sure I'd buy that. You got bracers of defense +4. Another girdle of beautification. A wizard robe of cold resistance. Ring of energy. Just 2d6 damage and dragon sight. Cast sea invisibility once per day. So what I'm gonna do, it does the same thing as his name, Bashar al-Rashid. He can identify things for you, and he will heal you. You can use him 3 times or any time. 3 times anytime. I'm gonna buy Dragon Sight. I'm gonna buy a second Girdle of Beautification. And I think these Bracers of Defense +4. Yeah, let's grab those. There we go. Actually, could Joffrey benefit from these? He definitely could. The Brace of Defense +4 to Joffrey, so he's a little bit more armor class. This Girdle of Beautification can go to Terry. So now we have 2 of these. Everybody has at least a pair of Yeti skin gloves. Yeah, they all got to wear. The Bracers of Bangin' Tunes, that's right. We're gonna take this helmet, the Sea Invisibility helmet. We're gonna put it on old Adam Smasher here. So he can see invisibility once per day. Waterdeep is south of Neverwinter. Okay. I hear it mentioned all the time.
You have my undivided attention.
I'm gonna get Bashar al-Rashid back out. And then you said I could set you free? Free, my friend, yes. If you have no need of my services, you may set me free. I will take my home and go elsewhere. Well, I'd like to free you. Free me? Are you certain, my friend? Yes, farewell. So be it. Bashar al-Rashid shall go. Good day, my friend. Oh, I was under the impression that you would get experience for that. Maybe you get experience without using his services.
Yes,
in any
it shall
case,
be done.
I'm here.
What'd you need?
And Hagnan's Folly, which is +3 all around. Still just this heavy crossbow. I wonder how far the Underdark does stretch, because it's... Is it all along the north of Faerun? Is that where the Underdark is, or is it everywhere? The Mio Mio Gong is so good. But should I get her? That's spear +3?
What is it? I've got it.
Sell that. Spear +3. That would be so good as well. Go through. Also, the longbow +2 would be really good. Hang on, let me check something real quick. It's called Forever. What does it do? Because he'll be using it forever, okay. Okay. She can use martial weapon polearm. I think I get her the spear +3. I think that's the move.
Oh, fine.
Sell that. Buy up the spear +3. I'll think about getting Widow through for Terry. Actually, that might be good. I'm gonna buy this heavy crossbow +1. I'm gonna grab Widow through. And this longbow +2. Excuse me. Alright, replacing the Executioner's Wife with Widow through. And crossbow +1 for our wizard. Getting this longbow +2 for our rogue. Ace upgrades Eslif's offhand bow. So giving Eslif the spear +3. Start stabbing the shit out of people. Just
Go on. I've got it.
pull those off.
You have my war.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else we really need. We got Lulth's Sting. Philip's Everlasting Torch, which is actually really good. 2d6 fire damage and 10% for extra fire damage on top of that is pretty good. This Mio Mio's Gong is also really good, but the problem is that it casts Holy Smite. So if all of your guys were good, the ability to cast Holy Smite is actually really strong in this game. But I forget that we're all actually neutral. Or we have at least half the party is neutral, so we'd be taking damage from that as well, if I'm not mistaken. So skip over that for now. We have a rings of protection, and then the bracers of defense, and the boots of the north. Get the boots and the bracers. Bracers. Nope. Here you go. Some new Yeti skin boots for you. Upgrade there.
Ready.
Right, we're finally done selling all of our equipment and ready to move on. Let's rock and roll. We'll make sure to read those magical items as we're walking around. We'll have to do some walking and we'll come back. Let's head out the camp this way. From the Wandering Village to the Fell Wood. What do we got over here? Here's some roaring. Oh, we got some snow trolls.
I await your instructions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, let's... Protection from evil. Let's call lightning.
I am ready as always.
What'd you want?
We will toss some confusion in there.
At your service.
And a cloud kill. Oh, unaffected by confusion. Oh,
Oh yes,
I hear you.
cloud kill got interrupted.
speak.
Trill's knocked down. Hit him with a sun scorch.
What?
Let's see what you saw.
Die.
Yes, Jabu.
This one with a sun scorch.
I'm here.
Time to crush some bloody skulls.
That one's kill the shaman. I think that guy's about to fall, or he should fall. There he goes. Move back.
Right.
Move Joffrey up. Have him. I keep forgetting about this, but we will have him play his Pipes of the Wheezing Dragon. Shoot burning hands. Oh man, this was the fire damage was not enough to kill this shaman, so I'll have him cast Agnizar Scorcher. There we go.
Yes,
Got Adam with the level up.
I will succeed.
He really, like, legitimately, he's got pipes around his neck. He's carrying a horn. He's got a lute strapped to his back, ready to play. This man is just talented all around.
Right
I have a sneak around this web. There it is.
Ready.
Could have really made it. That's right. An unidentifiable corpse is buried here in the frozen earth. That's sad. The air around this large tent of oddly colored hides. Oops. Stop for a moment, stranger. I must ask you something. Have you seen a band of Black Raven tribesmen heading to the west? They're traveling with a priestess of Auril. Yes. Or why do you ask? Some of our brothers are among them. We would have gone with them, but we were hunting when they left for the western pass. We're making to catch up with them. You have a long way to go then. They're all dead. They... What? By Tempos's blood-soaked beard, we'll avenge them. Slaughter them all, brothers. Oh. I guess telling a tribe of barbarians that we slaughtered all of their homies is not a good idea.
Your desire.
Elendar.
You have my undivided consent.
Lelem shin bidan.
Yeah.
Let's see, hit them with an insect swarm down there.
Yeah. Yeah,
What'd you
that's
need?
fine, I guess.
Also gonna toss a slow into that.
I await your instructions.
And a cloud kill.
What is it?
Got it. I will succeed. I hear ya.
Shoot a glyph of warding.
I am ready as always.
Skull trap.
What is your errand?
Let's see, can I... Will the thorns reach? Let's see. Oh, they will.
Ask politely or you die.
Ask politely, or you die. Gonna double flame strike him.
What? Rot English.
Might have been a little overkill, but, you know, I think they got the point. I think that enemy got the point. And we got Wrath. This is a cursed bastard sword. A 25% chance of casting Blood Rage on the wielder each time They're wounded in melee.
What?
Alright, while we're waiting for these clouds to disperse, let's see what Wrath is. It was during Borab the Reaver's sacking of the Blue Citadel that Alamus Peacemaker, youngest son of Earl Marimore Peacemaker, Lord of the Blue Citadel, stole into the locked vault his father had thought so well hidden. There, alone in the cavernous chamber, there were Wrath, hateful and furious, the dread sword, axe, and armor of Huram, ancient ancestor of Alamus, once known as the Bloody Juggernaut, before he broke his cursed iron spell and took the Peacemaker name. Alamus, a mere boy, donned the fell armor and took Wrath and Hateful in hand. Alone, he cut his way through Borab's motley horde of humanoid raiders until he faced the towering half-giant himself, hacking him down and scattering his army to the wind. His family, father, mother, brothers, and sisters alike had all died by then, but Alamus no longer cared. He stalked the realms, eyes ablaze with madness, slaying monsters and brigands wherever he found them. But as the years passed and Alamus found no more of such wheat to thresh, he took to turning his thirsting blades on all those who crossed his path, and so once more the bloody juggernaut had returned. From Master Pelib's Bedtime Tales. Bedtime Tales, oh my god. This heavy, unadorned bastard sword of dull gray steel is a cursed thing, only showing its true form when the wielder is wounded in battle. It is then that the hilt sprouts crimson tendrils that bury themselves in the wielder's forearm, drinking his or her blood. The demon sword opens the three glaring eyes along its twisting, dripping blade, and drives the wielder mad with his lust for blood. Or just with lust for bloodshed. Should a warrior carry Wrath along with its brothers Hateful and Furious, his or her soul would be lost to the hell-forged arms and armor. To wield even Wrath alone might be construed as insanity, but there will always be those for whom it may be just the weapon they're looking for. Blood Rage can be a pretty strong spell. That's something I believe we can cast. I think Terry can cast. Right here. So when cast, the target of the spell goes berserk, attacking the nearest creature until it's dead, and then moving on to the next target. So there you become immune to Charm, Sleep, Fear, Hold, Stunning, Confusion, Emotion, Symbol spells, and all related effects. You get +6 Strength, +2 Constitution, and a bonus to your movement rate. And it cannot affect creatures of the lawful alignment. But still, like it says. Not simple spells, that's right.
I'm here.
I'm here. We had some throwing axes on him, and a gem. A couple gems. Yes, that's exactly what he does. He should have a pocket bag where he can pull out a drum set and just start wailing. We have Agog and Limha.
Welcome, welcome. I am Limha, and this is my home. Do come in, precious. Put yourself at ease. It is safe here. Very safe.
Very safe. Well, I'm looking for some missing children.
Are you? I wish you luck then. The only child I know is my precious Agog, and he is very easy to find.
That's super concerning, right? We should have Joffrey just blow his vuvuzela in this lady's ear. Tell us where the kids are. Agog?
Agog is my only child, my precious son, harmless and gentle. Aren't you, my boy? Yes, Mother loves you.
What is this place exactly?
It's my little home in the wild. I enjoy the solitude here, where I experiment with and create all manner of potions. I can brew something to sell you if you'd like, or teach you a spell. I also sell trinkets that I've picked up from foolish barbarians.
Foolish barbarians.
There's a tribe of barbarians to the east, the Black Ravens, savage, foolhardy pigs. They've attacked me on occasion. Sometimes one has something I fancy, and I take it while he moans and bleeds in the snow.
Can I purchase something? Making a special purchase. Got a longsword +1, an axe of wounding, ring of the warrior. The ring of the warrior might be a useful pickup, but mostly she's got the spells. Around this time, your character should be hitting level 5.
Interesting.
I'm glad you picked up on that. +1 attack bonus. I think some people are missing a ring, so we'll just purchase the ring. Got a ring of less resistance. Put this attack. Let's actually make sure it's the benefit. Nice. We got 20 and 15. 21 and 16. Nice. Okay.
Got that bad mamma jamma.
Talk to Agog. Who are you? Can you understand me? Blah?
I welcome you again, precious thing.
Who's that large man?
Agog is my only child.
Oh, he's already saying the same thing.
Yes.
This shallow pit is probably used to hold refuse. These pots and urns contain a wide variety of crushed, powdered, minced, or liquefied herbs, minerals, and sundry other substances. Oh, that one says the same thing. What was that one? Alright, there's no loot in here, so let's head out.
Ready.
So here's where... Alright, so I think it's our...
This is a system! Get down on the ground! Now!
That's exactly what I should do. Hold on. Wilderness lore. Okay, so it's our druid who has the high wilderness lore. It's a skill I haven't really used or been using, but here's the one spot in the game it actually comes really useful. So part of wilderness lore, so what you do is you click on your skill here, and it sort of gives you a hint about what you're going to face in the area, as long as your skill is high enough. So Eslif tells us that this area sees a good deal of traffic. Most are hide-wrapped human-sized boot prints and the tracks of heavy-clawed humanoids, perhaps trolls, and large wolves. There are also some large leather boot prints, as if from a humanoid weighing at least 400 pounds. Small moccasin tracks, a woman's, and what appear to be the footprints of young children. The sweet smell of cloves drifts along the breeze from the east. So here we have the air around this large tent of oddly colored hides smells faintly of clovers. So, for some reason, we have the tracking of footprints of young children leading directly to this tent.
I hear ya.
Interesting. And over here we have the entrance to the Fellwood. Don't be frightened by my ghostly countenance, wanderer. My unbound spirit remains here only to warn, not to slay. Leave these woods or join in death those who gave my warning no heed. There lurks a terrible secret within the fell wood, one that dooms those who enter to wander its darkened trails for eternity. Until its secret is laid bare, no living man may pass. What is the secret? I know only that the answer is not within these woods. You must search elsewhere, but if you're determined to explore these dark and bloody grounds, I beseech you to remember these words. Within the fell wood, westwards most always leads to safety. You will find the path to freedom ever illuminated. The longer you wander the fell wood, the more lost you will become. Leave and return, and your path shall be clear again for a time. And lastly, do not allow yourself to die here, or you shall forever join the restless dead of Fellwood. The restless dead? Lured to their deaths by the ghost lights of the Fellwood, their envy of the living has grown to hatred. They will never rest until the ghost lights are extinguished. What are the ghost lights? Yeah, don't die. Flicking orbs of ghostly light, they exist solely to lure travelers to their doom. They feed upon the fear and agony of the dying, and can be found deep within these woods. My thanks. Farewell, spirit.
Aye.
So he is exactly right. In the Fellwood here, you can get lost forever, unless you take the very specific path to lead you to new areas. Most every screen's going to look the same, and if you don't know the path, then you get stuck. Even I still need to use guides to get through this place. However, I'm going to do my very best not to, because of that wilderness lore skill.
Yes, Jabu.
This wilderness lore skill should help you find the right paths. So a wide variety of tracks meander through the clearing. Human-sized footprints in hide-wrapped boots, huge wolf tracks, the telltale pockmark prints of large arachnids, and heavy-clawed humanoids, trolls most likely. Perhaps most disturbing are the scattered trails of bony footprints, the undead. There are also odd ruts going here and there as if someone were dragging felled trees about.
What?
So the wilderness lore helps you get through this place. I don't know if it explicitly gives you the answer though, so I'm going to try my best to remember what to do.
I'm here.
Turn undead to not okay.
And there's no escape.
So the restless dead are the undead raised by those who die in the woods here.
Watch me go.
And who's this? Oh, frick.
Ready.
We got insect swarmed.
Elendar.
Alright, let's try wilderness lore again. So bony footprints, those of the undead, mar this unusually dark and foreboding clearing. There are also odd ruts going here and there as if someone were dragging felled trees about. You can hear the humming of insects from within the stump. Odd considering the cold weather, but there is probably a hive there. I guess I should have read this before I opened that. The eastern path appears to lead nowhere.
Yeah.
So I think wilderness lore gets us, rule out at least one of the pathways. So eastern path goes nowhere. Let's head north. Let's see. This looks exactly the same, except there's no loot in the hive,
Quit your
or no
blubbering.
loot in the stump. So at a glance, this clearing looks remarkably similar to the one you just left. The northern path appears to lead nowhere. So the northern path goes nowhere. The western path, we know, always leads back to home because the ghost told us, let's head east. We got hit by a tree.
What is your erindith?
And this one looks similar. You can barely hear the sound of a woman singing down the eastern path. Let's go take a look. There we go. You have found your way deeper into the fell wood, and we got experience for it. As well as some skeletons. Some skelly bellies. Now, here we have Karinara the Dryad. Oh, these woods are dangerous. I'm surprised you're here. You should leave quickly. Who are you? Karinara. I am a sprite, a dryad. This clearing is part of my home in these woods. Do you know how I could pass through these woods then? Pass through? I don't know. I never leave my home. Why would I? I'm looking for some missing children. Children? Human children? A woman lives west of here, just outside the woods. Sometimes I see her take children into her home. What does she do with them? Eat them, perhaps? But human children are none of my concern. She really should. You must mean Limha. Truly, I've never spoken to her, and I do not know her name. I need healing. She will heal you. Okay, but she said the woods were dangerous. Not for me. I avoid enemies easily. It's so quiet here now. No hunters to kill the animals. No loggers to fell the trees. I don't know why the woods have become so dangerous for travelers lately, but I don't mind it. But not for me. Why are you here, human? Are you lost? Oh no, it doesn't say human, it says, Are you lost? If you travel west, you'll find your way out. But how do I pass through the woods to the east? Alright. Yes, farewell. She is your hint on where the children are. If you weren't already convinced by the wilderness lore, and see, west takes you all the way back out. If you already weren't convinced by the wilderness lore, additionally, if you weren't convinced by that she's just super suspicious in general, and finally, you don't even have to go find the dryad if you have a paladin in your party. The same thing with that werewolf guy in the last chapter. Your paladin will step into that tent and just go, I smell evil in here. Just sniff it out right away, and he'll say, hey, lady, you better tell me what you got going on, okay? Alright, let's become a level 7 barbarian. And then level 11 bard. Concentration and use magic device. His new level 4 spell, you can get him shout. Shout. Let it all out. These are the spells that I get to pick. Whoa. Old monster, neutralize poison, spirit armor. Your critical wounds wouldn't be that bad. Let's actually pick up shout. So he'll get deafened for 2d6 rounds and take 2d6 points of damage. I know on our characters, when they're deafened, they can't cast spells. So I think that applies to enemies too. Rogues, level 7. That. Unlock. And then a sorcerer, level 11. A new level 2 spell. Level dose. Disturbed? Not a band I really have listened to, but pretty sure my wife does. For this, let's get her. Blur is always good. Actually, let's get protection from arrows. For level 3, we can get Fireball, a classic. For level 4, we got Stone Skin and we got Malison. Is that really a Disturbed song? Not sure that was the one I was referencing. Let me see. I was referencing Tears for Fears. Ice Storm, Fire Shield. Belton's Burning Blood is always fun. Autoluke's Resilient Sphere is good too. Bear Contagion. Let's get Autoluke's. And then for level 5. Oh, is that a cover? Is the Disturbed version a cover? And then let's get Chaos. Always like Chaos. Chaos Blot. Oh, Terra already leveled up.
Ready.
Joffrey got a new bard song, War Chant of the Sith. Bum, 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 ba, bum, bum, ba, bum.
Yeah?
Go on.
So this is one of the bugs I was talking about. So if you have a bard and you have actually it sounds more like Sandstorm. This is what I don't know if it's a bug or maybe a abuse, but with this song, your characters can become essentially immortal. So what this song does is it gives you armor bonuses and regeneration. As long as your bard is playing the song, your characters will regenerate, I think it's 2 hit points every round that the song is being played. It doesn't seem to be working.
Done and done.
Maybe it only applies in combat, so we'll take a look here. Let's rest up and let's head inside and confront this chick. I'll show you what I mean about the song in just a sec. Hey, lady.
Easy as goblin pie.
I welcome you again, precious thing. I do hope you'll stay a while this time.
Hey, this is a little bit awkward, but a dryad told me that you've been kidnapping children.
A dryad? A dryad? Why would I care what wicked lies a fey creature of the wood told you, worm? Oh. Pardon my temper, please. I can assure you I know nothing of these missing children.
Are you sure about that?
Help! She's a mean and evil witch, and she's stealing all the children, and she's making them into minks.
Little Hanu. That kid, that voice act. So I know it's a voice actress. I always remember her as voicing Phil and Lil from Rugrats, but she's done a million other voices. That is awkward timing indeed. Is this true, Lima? You're turning the village's children into tiny animals? It is Phil and Lil.
Filthy lies from a filthy creature. Why, I have no idea of who this dirty child is or how it came to be here.
See, even the big man knows she's lying. She promised to give me sweets, but she put me in the hole with Layla, and she said that if we tried to get away, the big man would eat us up. And the other day, she took little Layla out, and she turned her into a mink. I saw it! I did!
Go home, child. What's going on, Lima?
How dare you take that tone with me, you worm? Do you think you could just wander by and change the way that things have worked for centuries?
What are you talking about?
A curious little insect, aren't you? So be it. I'll tell you my tale. Every 66 years, I take 6 children, using their spirits to bolster my waning power and beauty. In return, I protect that pathetic little village from all harm.
From all harm? What do you call stealing their children?
How do you think that village of simpletons has survived for so long next to the most ferocious tribe of barbarians in the north, worm? Me! It is my terrible creatures that haunt the fell wood, my foul monsters that infest the cold marshes, and the countless black raven barbarians that my magic has slain, which keeps those ignorant, detestable fools safe. I alone allow that village to exist.
Except for the children that you destroy.
Nonsense. They are not slain, merely sapped of some of their life's energy. The little maggots aren't left with enough of a soul to maintain a human existence, and so I change them into precious tiny minks. It's not my fault if their own parents later trap and skin them to trade their pelts away, though I do find it deliciously ironic.
That's fucked up, dude. Look, here's another typo. It is permanent. Shouldn't it be, is it permanent? It is permanent? Can it be undone?
Oh, you're so noble asking about the children. But I'm afraid not, worm. The only way to save those little minks would be to slay me. And that's simply not possible. I'm far too powerful to be bested by the likes of you.
We'll see. If saving those children means your death, so be it.
So eager to throw away your lives. Why?
Grab the vuvuzela. We've got a job to do, and you're in our way.
So be it. Okay, Gog, help me kill them. We'll add their trinkets to my precious collection.
I thought I told you to go home, child. Now hurry.
I'll help you fight him. I'm a good fighter. I'll go home now.
That'd be a good line too. I'll go home now.
What?
Here I come. And there's no escape.
Okay, let's see if
What
it
you want?
works in combat. So here you go. While you're paused and can do the... You have the lingering song feat, which means after a character stops singing, the song effect persists for 3 rounds. But this works if you turn the song on and off while you're paused, which means as long as your characters are in song range, you just keep turning the song on and off, and you can see it just regenerates your character's health to full. So a little bit of a glitch. I'm not going to be abusing that glitch in this game, but if you really want to be, you know, essentially invulnerable, you can just make a bard, get him to, I think this is level 11. Yep, level 11, and then just put the song on over and over. You can also kind of do it if you just, it's one of the ways you can turn your bards, all of his songs on at once. So Joffrey's now a, he's like his own mixer. He just can play all his music all at one time.
Sarklin, attack now!
Damn, he's immune to piercing damage. There you go. We wiped that dumb nerd of an ogre out. Got a skull in her pot over here. Looks like she ran away. Let's go outside and see where she went. Oh, she's just right here. Little hand was huff puff, huff puff.
Ask what
There
I
are so
think,
many
or you
monk-only items, really. I'm gonna have her all lightning.
What?
Joffrey, we're gonna need your horn of Valhalla.
At your service.
We're gonna need. Let's do Chaos Blot right there.
What'd you need?
Oops. No, cast your horn.
What can I do? I'll do it. Ready.
Let's draw upon Holy Might.
What is it? It's taken care of.
We're greased. There we go. Love that call, lightning.
Oi.
Oi. See if I can silence her.
Oh yes, I'm here. Yes, it shall be done.
Potentially web her so she stops casting. Ooh, I'm gonna have Eslif turn into Wild-shaped Winter Wolf. Thought I picked a thing for Shambling Mound. Eslif turned into a Winter Wolf.
Yeah?
He drew upon Holy Might. Recitation. Oh, Lima was silenced. Perfect.
I'm ready.
Speak.
Go on.
What?
What you be needing, mate?
There's the Snow Troll.
Tell me what to do.
So I believe Lima went invisible, so let's
I'm
get
listening.
our Barbarian, have him use Dragon Sight. There we go. See through invisibility. I don't know where she went, though.
And there's no escape.
Melf's Acid Arrow on the Sleeping Troll. Melf's on this one. else on that one.
Yeah.
Easy as goblin pie.
Looks like she ran back over here. Here she is.
See you to your grave.
Just dimension dooring around. But because she's silenced and she can't cast any other spells. Be back up here. Where'd she go? I've never had this happen. Maybe she's back inside? Because I don't think I've ever successfully silenced her. I've typically just been able to kill her, you know?
Ready.
But I guess if you silence her, she just decides maybe she has an item or something that allows her to use Dimension Door.
Easy
Oh,
as
she's not back in
goblin
here.
pie.
Agog's still dead. Oh, I hear her. There she is.
Yeah,
Can I spell magic on her?
I hear ya.
Nope. Didn't work. She's just laughing as she teleports around. Oh, my characters automatically go to find her. That's good. Killer Wolf Eslif. This is this is so annoying. What is she doing? The worst part is that she's immune to my arrows, so like the arrows just aren't working. Okay, looks like her silence wore off. Maybe she'll stand here. Let's slash in there. And now she's running into melee, maybe. There we go. Finally. Drops a flame arrow scroll, Lima's scroll case, and some potions.
Yes, Jabuk.
Yes, Jabuk.
What?
Flame arrow, flame on. We can fill up these potions. And if we take a look inside of her scroll case, she has all of the spells you could have bought from her. I think that's a really neat little feature. Because she was a vendor. I wish she had the other items on her that you could take from her as well. But now, we have 2 scroll cases. I don't think we need 2. We're going to hang on to Lima's scroll case. It appears to be an ordinary scroll case. The name Lima can be seen neatly inscribed along the side. Just as a big old FU to her, we're going to hang on to her scroll case and sell our other one.
Watch me go.
Back to the Wandering Village.
Elendar.
Let's turn back into druid form. And then kill him to get it all back.
Ready.
Alright, let's tell Suoma the good news.
Have you finished helping?
I guess we actually have to go back to Venla.
You're done. I hear ya.
Oh, you've returned. The children said you destroyed Lima and saved them. Thank you, thank you. See all the kids now walking around the village. Of course. No thanks necessary. Suoma will be pleased to hear you've helped me. Helped all of... Oh, you're wounded. Yes, can you help? Let's see your medicines. Sell her these gems. Yeah, maybe we leave that part out of it. Although maybe that happened 66 years ago. She said it was every 66 years. Maybe she hadn't killed any of the kids yet.
Well met. Have you finished helping Venla, traveler?
Yes, I have. The children are
I'm
safe.
grateful. And certain all the children and their parents are as well. Still, I must ask another boon of you. Please speak with Tavo, the Huntmaster, now.
Okay. Let's talk to Nim, sell off a couple items.
You have my...
He'll take all the scrolls. Purchase equipment, sell Roth. Guess I can't sell these flaming oil. Alright, Suoma sent me. I'm supposed to help you somehow. She must want me to speak of the furious ghost fouling our western hunting grounds. There's a barrow mound here, but the corpse inside has returned to life. We've put it to rest, but it returns with each new day. Oh, I thought you got that immediately at level 60. Maybe you have to wait until reset. I bet you if you wait until reset, just make sure you've gotten the requirements for at least one of the vault things. Then, I bet you can accept the quest at reset and then like immediately turn it in, you know? Alright, do you know more about the Barrow-wight? It's a skilled and ferocious warrior, better than myself. It's claimed the lives of 2 young hunters already, and their anguished corpses returned the next night to attack the village. That's all I know. It sounds like a Barrow-wight. Perhaps someone's stolen from it? Perhaps. No one has spoken with the thing. But if that is so, no one in this village has stolen from it. We are taught as children to avoid such cursed things. The thief would have to have been an outsider. See what I can do. Alright, so we did have a run-in with this Barrow-wight already. I can hear him too. Send the Barrow-wight to the Barrow Downs.
What you want? Right.
So here we'll talk to him with Joffrey, our champion bard. He says, "Harumph, 'tis you again. I thought I'd warned you away, living one. Why have you returned? Come to battle, have you? Good, good. Wait, I haven't you... I only wish to speak with you." He also talks about, "Are you here to steal more of my chief's treasure then, or befoul my noble resting place? By my grandfather's sword, I'll break your bodies and hang them from the trees like bleeding dolls. No, I only wish to speak with you." Okay, he talks about the silver-tongued trickery again. Okay, "I'm not here to steal from you. I stole nothing. Tell me what you're missing." Okay, "I stole nothing from you, spirit."
What? Right.
Oh, shoot. I triggered it into a fight. I didn't want to do that. So what I'm trying to do is, maybe I'm just not there yet. Let me try one more thing. It's still in the thing. Okay, it's...
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna have Joffrey himself go over and talk. And then...
Right here. Right there.
What you want? I'll handle it.
Okay, I wish to speak with you, more treasure. I stole nothing from you. Stole nothing from you. Now our psychic party who's connected can tell Tavo the drinking horn was stolen. He still says, Do you know the way through the eastern woods? Because I do not. We do not venture far into the wood. You're going. Where are you going? If you find yourself lost and wandering in circles, drop stones or thrust arrows into the earth to mark your progress. You may not be going in circles, and if you carry a map, consider making notes. So that is another way through the fellwood. Forgot to show that you can make notes on here. Oh, that guy. Say, blah, 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 blah. You just set a note on the map. So that's another way to help to get through the fellwood.
What? I've got it.
Okay, so perhaps, I think what I'm missing here is that usually, so if you have a paladin, you can go and solve you can go and solve the quest about the children without having to go speak to the dryad in the woods. Because a paladin will be able to sense the evil. With this, usually I'm able to solve this quest by being a bard. However, it does not appear to be available now. I think that's the thing. Usually the bard can sing his troubles away. But I think perhaps there's a skill check involved, a skill that Joffrey doesn't have. A lot of times I try to have my bard have diplomacy, but I didn't give Joffrey any diplomacy in this situation. I guess I should have, but usually you're able to have a bard say, "Hey, Mr. Barrow-wight, I am a bard. I can sing you a song that will help that will honor your memory." And he says, "Oh, really? Well, that'll certainly help my soul." And then it lays him to rest without even having to find the drinking horn. But I guess we have to go back and find the drinking horn now.
What? Is that all?
Do a quick heal.
Is that all? I'm here.
Let's see if I can remember this correctly. I think it was this way.
Hooray! More fighting. Wow.
The rest of the stat are always back.
What?
She says that eastern path goes nowhere, so we go... Oops. I'll go this way.
Speak.
And then this was... Northern path goes nowhere.
Yes, Jabuk.
Then this was woman singing down the eastern path. Okie dokie. We're back to the dryad.
Right then.
From here we can now have some more. Alright, Joffrey, you take care, my dude. Thanks for watching, and thanks for being an awesome bard. This time, let's try to go... Let's try to go north. We got a couple greater snow trolls.
Is that the best you can do?
Is that the best you can do?
Blabbering.
There we go. The troll will die in just a sec.
Yeah.
What is your errand?
Check the wilderness lore.
You do not command me.
That's unfortunate. Your tracking skills reveal nothing about this location, which is sad. So either we don't have a high enough wilderness lore skill, or
I'm here. Right then.
well, I don't know. Maybe we don't have a high enough wilderness lore skill. Let's wander around a little bit.
Ready.
Right back to north.
Everybody.
Indomitable. Done.
Let's see what we have here. Alright, bony footprints. Those are the undead. Mar this unusually dark and foreboding clearing. There are also odd ruts going here and there as if someone were dragging felled trees about. The northwest and southeast paths lead nowhere.
I hear ya.
Okay, so northwest and southeast. I guess we should
Not
head
a problem.
northeast.
What?
It's remarkably similar to the one you just left. Both northern paths lead to nowhere.
Easy as goblin.
Let's head down this way, southeast. Ow. Keep getting attacked by the forest.
Speak.
This one says both eastern paths
What?
lead nowhere, so
What you mean?
that would be southeast and northeast. Let's go northwest. Let's go north by northwest.
Yes.
Back here
Jabuk.
again. Then you can barely make out the sound of the wind whistling through barren trees or rock formations to the southeast.
I
Let's head southeast through the fellwood. Oh, here we are. These standing stones look as if they've been here for ages.
Yoklol caress you in these depths.
Aye. And here we have the drinking horn. And we have Sulo's hook. Let's head out west, and then we'll read about Sulo's hook. I think the western path just always leads us right out. First of all, we got the drinking horn. This majestic drinking horn is sheathed in intricately carved gold and studded with blue-white semi-precious stones. And we have Sulo's hook. No one knows where this enchanted carrying dagger first came from, though it gained its fame in the service of the notorious corsair captain Baron Sulo of Luskan. When Sulo and crew made to steal the Leberm family jewels from a small transport ship off the coast of Port Last, they found themselves confronted by a group of experienced adventurers hired on as guards.
ready.
Let's go through the loading screen.
Not a problem.
One in particular, one of the guards, fought like a devil, wielding a matched set of finely wrought dueling blades. The unnamed adventurer slew many of Sulo's men and, coming to clash with the corsair captain himself, severed Sulo's left hand.
Value your life?
Baron Sulo would have died that day were it not for a stray ballista round from the Leberm ship. The enormous spear struck the unlucky swordsman squarely and carried him over the side of Sulo's ship in a flash. All that remained of him was his elaborate parrying blade, left spinning on the deck as if it had never been there. Sulo elected to graft the swordsman parrying blade to the stump of his left wrist in the place of a common hook. When Sulo was killed some 9 years later, the blade was interned with him in a concealed tomb, along with a substantial quantity of gems and coins. Despite the secret nature of Sulo's final resting place, the site was quickly plundered and Sulo's hook passed into the hands of other men. So this dagger is does 1d4 damage. You get a -2 attack bonus penalty, but a deflection bonus of +3. So you can put it in your offhand if you're. It's sort of like a shield, except it does a little bit of extra damage. You take a little bit of hit on your attack bonus, but deflection bonus of +3. That's better than lots of shields, actually. If your character is the dual wielding type. Alright, but we can say, we found your drinking horn on this thief's corpse. Here, take your horn. Ah, my precious cup, at last returned to me. Know that Swordisern rewards those who right him. Take what you will from my tomb, 'tis yours. As for this cup, I shall carry it with me back to my place in Warrior's Rest. Farewell. Farewell, Swordisern. Put him to rest. We had a long sword, some chainmail, and gold out of his tomb. Let's see what this longsword is. It's the White's Blade. Barrow Wights are distinguished from other lesser wights in numerous ways. Perhaps most important to the typical adventurer is that the Barrow Wight generally prefers to wield whatever weapon it carried in life, rather than using its life-draining touch in battle. However, in rare instances, the seething hatred and unnatural power of a Barrow Wight sometimes seeps into the weapon it carries. Such items can be especially dangerous as the Wight's curse is added to whatever enchantments the weapon may already possess. This is one such blade. So it's essentially a longsword +1 with a 66% chance to cast Bane on your target. It's pretty good. Pairs nicely with Sulo's hook too. Any luck yet, Spirit Hunter? Yes, we appeased it. You're a brave and resourceful warrior. I'm impressed and thank you. Suoma the Elder will be pleased. And then sell off Suoma's hook and the White's Blade. Worth a lot actually. I forgot I should buy these Masterwork bolts. Let's also buy a couple stacks of bolts. And that should be good. Yeah, that's good. Joffrey almost ran out of ammo. Let's go here. Still using the everlasting arrows. He still has plenty of bullets, and he still has halved overhead.
I'm here.
You have my...
Got to sell off all these scrolls. Sell off the gem. Everything else is good to go. Let's tell Swollen the good news.
Again. Have you by chance helped Tavo?
Yes, the Barrow Wight is at peace.
Good. Good. I thank you. Still, I regret that I must ask one last favor. Please go speak with Kurtu, the stepmother of the widow Karita.
Hey, Kurtu.
I am leaving this place, honorable customer, and would warn you not to remain too long. I sense that the Legion of the Chimera knows of your meddling, and will take great pains to eliminate whatever threat you might pose to them. Aluve.
Wait, I had more questions. Oh. He's invisible and he's gone. My greetings to you again, dear. Suoma the Elder wanted me to help you. I see. It must be about the spirit of Kiosti then. He was my stepdaughter Karita's husband, but vanished while hunting. Now his spirit sometimes appears silent and morose, between here and the eastern woods. We don't know why this poor soul can't rest. Tell me about Kiosti and his disappearance. He was Karita's husband of 2 years and one of the best hunters. Karita said that when he'd vanished, he'd been going to hunt the huge white wolves in the Fellwood. We think that's where he must have died, but no one truly knows. What can you tell me about Karita? I wed her father long ago after her mother was killed by raiders. She never liked me and seems angry all the time, even when she was with Kiosti. She pushed me away when I tried to comfort her, but seems to have turned to Levi. What can you tell me about Levi? Levi is a hunter, maybe the best in the wandering village. He and Kiosti were friends and rivals, always competing. Uh-oh. Okay, well, let's go talk to, Karita. I'm not in the mood to speak. Is it so much to ask to be left alone? Well, I spoke to Kurtu and I had some questions. Whatever it is you've come to ask, I don't want to talk about it. Farewell. Wait, aren't you concerned for Kiosti's spirit? Yes, but we can't help it if he won't speak. Now leave me alone, stranger. I thought even Southerners knew not to torture a widow with the thoughts of her dead husband. Farewell. Okay. What about Levi? What can you tell me about Karita and Kiosti? Kiosti was my best friend. We often went hunting together. Always fighting to outdo each other, always competing. It's hard to believe he's gone. I wouldn't believe he was dead but for the appearance of his ghost. Kiosti's ghost. And Karita? Karita, leave the widow be. Her grief is weight enough without meddling strangers sniffing and poking about like hungry bears. Why are you even asking me this? Okay. I'm helping Kurtu solve the mystery of Kiosti's ghost. Solve the mystery? Ha! Spirits should be left alone, and don't think us northerners superstitious fools. Enter the fell wood if you doubt the power of ghosts. Leave it be, stranger. Leave it be. Okay, well, Kurtu said that the ghost is silent. Any idea what it wants? What all ghosts want. To return to the world of the living. It could be that the ghost won't speak because Kiosti's too proud to ask for help? I don't know. Alright, this just tells us to leave the widow be. There he goes. Listen well, stranger. I'm no elder, but I'm wise enough to know something of ghosts and other restless spirits. Leave the matter alone. Ill fortune befalls those that meddle with the living dead. Farewell.
Ready.
Mankind ill needs a savior such as you. Well, let's go see if we can solve this issue.
Yeah. Not a problem.
So right here, this would be where Kiosti's ghost is. So it's corpse buried in the frozen earth. Not too far from the village, just a little bit of ways out. But he's not here, so we need to head back into the Fellwood. Oops.
I'm here.
I tried to rest, but we got waylaid by enemies.
Oh. Is that the best you can do?
Here's a troll this time.
I'm on my way. Yeah. Good.
I await your instructions.
I hear ya.
3 winter wolves this time, alright. Looks to be extremely difficult to rest in this area.
And there's no escape. I got places to go, monsters to
Is that
kill.
all?
Since this tent is empty, let's just head back into the tent.
Here.
Try to sleep there. It can be our new home.
Good.
Back here.
We go.
We'll head over there. Let's, before we forget, we have some new items. So we had the dire old lute of Pelin K. Pelin K would never appear in history books for his musical talents. If it wasn't for his famous lute, no one would have remembered him at all. Born in Sembia and raised in a musical family, Pelin K never took his performances seriously. K made dozens of enemies everywhere he went because of his acidic wit and appetite for confrontation. Sages believe that Melil frowned upon Pelin's antics, but that Talos found Pelin's attitude to be quite amusing. The avatar of Talos watched Pelin start a fight with over 20 men in a bar one night. As a gift for such destructive entertainment, Talos touched the lute that was laying next to Pelin's unconscious body. After that night, Pelin discovered that he could make men go berserk just by playing his lute in their direction. He took great delight in setting mercenaries and sailors against each other for several weeks. Eventually, Pelin K was laid low by a grim-featured warrior with a crossbow who didn't let Pelin get close enough to employ his magical lute. The unknown warrior threw the lute into the sea of fallen stars.
Ready. Not a problem.
Let's talk to this hunter's ghost, see if he knows where Kiosti is. You return, wanderer. Please do not forget my warnings. Take great care while in the Fellwood. You know if a man named Kiosti died in these woods? You ask something of me, and so I ask something in return. Find and extinguish the ghost lights, and put the restless dead of Fellwood at ease, and I will answer your questions. And then, yeah, they can be found deep in the woods. So we read that before. Let's try to head back. Gotta head back to where the drinking horn was. Remember it correctly.
Step right up. I got
There's
plenty
no
of death for
escape.
everybody.
So I think it was go north here,
Right
then east here. And I think it was east again to the Dryad. Yep.
Is that all?
And then we headed north out this way. And I think I went northeast again. And then we ended up right here, okay.
Yeah. I hear ya.
Hooray. More fighting. Wow.
Clear these skeletons up.
Is that the best you can do? I'll leave no one
As
alive.
tells us, northwest and southeast go nowhere. So we'll go northeast once we finish these skeletons off.
May the power tear you asunder.
Is that all?
Quit your blubbering.
Wilderness lore again. So both northern paths go nowhere, so we go southeast.
What is your erindith?
And then we have eastern paths going nowhere, so we go northwest. Then I believe this one was southeast. We'll double check, but
Or you die.
there's sound of wind to the southeast. Yep, sound of wind. So we go this way. And we're back to where we found the drinking horn. Alright, so tracking skills reveal nothing about this location. I think when it says that, that just means, you know, we're not anywhere. So let's go east. Out this way. Oh, here's a will-o-wisp, so maybe part of the ghost lights has disappeared.
May the Yochlor caress you in the abyss.
Easy as goblin
Speak.
Okay, so bony footprints, ruts dragging about. Both northern paths lead nowhere, so we go southeast. See the light flashing again.
Yes, Jabuk.
This looks the same as the one you just left. Both the northwest and the eastern path lead nowhere,
I hear ya.
so we go northeast.
Elendar.
You can barely hear the sound of a creek down the northwest path.
Easy as
Northwest.
goblin pie.
And more restless dead.
I'll teach you milksops how to fight.
You will suffer. Suffer great.
Teach you milksops how to fight.
Not a problem.
Quit
Alright,
your
what does she say
blubbering.
here? Tracking skills reveal nothing. Well, let's try northeast. This is just where we were.
What is your erindith?
Okay, both eastern paths lead nowhere, so let's go northwest.
I'm here. Done.
Ask politely.
Once again,
or
the
you
same
die.
spot. But the northwest and southeast lead nowhere, so we go northeast.
Not a problem.
Oh, we saw the light again. Both northern paths lead nowhere, so here we go southeast. Here we are in a fight with the ghost lights of the Fellwood. We have a witch light and a will-o-wisp, which can be pretty tough.
At your service.
They're immune to and Death's Candle. My understanding is they can be immune to normal weapons. You kind of got to hit them hard.
Nice to see you.
Dolphin Prime. High five, dude. Thank you so much for that follow. But magic is really the key here. Oh, except spell-resistant magic missile, so I'm not sure. I say magic is the key here as he resists all of my magic missiles and starts taking fat slashing damage from my warriors. So maybe I'm wrong. So we have a will-o-wisp, a witchlight, and a death's candle. I think each of them have different abilities. But when you hit them for a bunch of damage, they disappear. That's kind of the most frustrating part. I think they're technically affected by improved invisibility. So I'm going to use my Dragon Sight helmet, which will reveal them. Alright, looks like we killed it with 30 piercing damage from our archer. Nice. Right. Here we go. Come out of invisibility again when they attack us. Protection from electricity is really valuable here.
Speak.
I don't have that though, but let's see. I think we just hit her with a heal. This guy's almost dead. Maybe we can get him. Oh, we killed the witch light for 500 experience. There we go. You have slain the will-o-wisps, forever extinguishing the ghost lights of the Fellwood. Goodbye, ghost lights. No more luring people to their death. 254 gold and some arrows. Arrows plus 3. Alright, well let's go out the western path and see if we can talk to that guy about Kiosti's ghost.
Right then. Is that all?
Oh, look, here's a bunch of ghosts, actually. You've done a great thing, Wanderer. The ghost lights have been extinguished, and the restless dead of Fellwood will finally know peace. At your feet are the mortal remains that once haunted this place. These many spirits, released from their torment by your hand, offer their heartfelt thanks. Of course, is there a man named Kiosti among them? I've encountered no one by that name. West of here, though, I've seen a silent spirit hovering over its corpse's shallow grave. Perhaps this is the Kiosti you speak? Go there, or you seek, I'm sorry, not speak. Go there, and perhaps he will appear to you. You gave final peace to the restless dead of Fellwood. My thanks, farewell. Yay. And we're given Fellwood remains. These are the remains of the Fellwood dead, released from their torment when you destroyed the will-o-wisps that lured them all to their deaths. That would be a sucky way to die, to get lured into a forest and killed. Alright, let's check out the shallow grave. While we're walking out there, let's read about Widowthrew. Black Donald was a grim man with a twisted sense of humor. Though not quite malicious, he had little regard for human life. Oops, we're getting eaten by a wolf.
What is it? Ready.
I'm gonna Lance of Disruption these things.
Yeah.
Some bloody skull.
I hear ya. Is that all?
Let's head here. Okay. So Black Donald had little regard for human life. When his adventuring band, Winnowing Drake Company, asked him to fell an opponent, he did so without question. In addition to his wiry brawn and even temper, Donald was known for his fastidious care of his weapons and armor. He kept his great axe keen and shining at all times. When he waded into battle, crimson blood flew out in all directions from the gleaming blade. Donald's halfling friend, Tim Rootfield, commented that the axe was so sharp that it would make widows out of half of the wives in Faerun. Black Donald smiled at the halfling and said that his blade was sharp enough to cut through the husband and back to the village to get the wife on the follow-through.
Aye.
Let's go Kiosti's ghost. He's silent. You're the ghost of Kiosti, yes? Why won't you speak? What are you pointing at? Your corpse? You're pointing at your corpse? Its tongue. The tongue's been cut out. But didn't that happen after you died? Yes? Then you should be able to speak. If you spoke in life, perhaps you can speak now in death. Yes, I can speak. Stars and moons, at last I can speak. What happened, Kiosti? Why can't you rest? I was murdered. Murdered by my own wife, Karita. She made Levi, my old friend, hide my corpse, then took him as a lover. I think we saw that coming from a mile away. Typically, when somebody dies, like a husband and a wife die, and then immediately the wife is hanging out with his best friend all the time, that's not a good look. And this is a specific reason. He must have severed my tongue so that my spirit would have no voice to blame her. Your wife killed you, but why? I don't know. Maybe she'd always loved Levi and hated me for keeping her from him. Or thought that I'd loved another woman, but sometimes there are no answers. You can ask her, but being dead, I won't give it a thought. So now what? Now that someone knows how I died, I can finally rest. I owe you much. Please take my spear. It's beside my corpse. I'll make another when I find my final destination and continue hunting there. Farewell. Farewell, Kiosti. And we got Kiosti's spear. Kiosti spent many moons working with the artisans of the wandering village in the creation of this enchanted hunter's spear. Like the man himself, though the weapon is bereft of extravagant ornamentation, it always flies straight and true. Some say that the weapon actually seeks the heart of the target. So it's at a spear +1 plus 1d6 piercing damage and a 10% chance for 1d10 extra piercing damage. So, but we already have a spear +3, that's good. And I wasn't ignoring you, Terry. I saw that you typed. I was just getting to a break point while our character's walking back to read your paragraph. And yes, send me a mock-up. Send it to me on Discord.
I'm here.
Back to the Wandering Village. Sent. And Terry said he wants everybody to see it on stream, so I'm going to pull it up on stream. No, I'm just kidding. You're like, you're going to get him. Oh my gosh.
Right then.
That's hilarious, dude. Everybody back in the village. Can't rest at this time. Okay, can I talk to Venla? Hey Venla, let us rest.
Ready.
I'd like to rest until we're healed.
Yeah.
Here we go. And we'll tell Kurtu what happened. My greetings again, dear. Have you discovered anything more about Kiosti's disappearance? Yes. Karita murdered him and Levi hid the corpse. He cut out the tongue so that Kiosti's ghost would not speak. No. Is it true? That must be why Karita and Levi disappeared. They must have known you found out and fled. I hope that Kiosti can rest in peace now that his death is no longer a mystery. Many thanks, dear. He should. He said as much to us. Farewell. Yep. Kiosti and Karita are no longer here.
Ah, greetings. Have you managed to aid Kurtu and Karita?
I did. Karita murdered Kiosti. Her lover hid the corpse. Both have fled.
I cannot express my gratitude, but I can beg your forgiveness. I hope that you do not hate the people of this village for what we have put you through.
You can say, I'm thinking of raising the place. Give me my information. I think we'll say we're happy to help now about that forest to the east.
There is a certain sort of monster in the fellwood. Horrific abominations known as dark treants. It is their warping influence that hides the true path from you.
How do I find them?
You will find them in the darkest depths of the woods. They will sense that you know them now and will come to you. They are terrible, hateful opponents. Take great care.
Okay. Well, I've brought the remains of the Fellwood dead.
Wait, someone has come. A terrible dark power has set upon this village, and it seeks you. There, at the village gate.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
Ah, the look on your faces.
What is that? Revulsion? Terror? Surprise?
Izair and Medei.
No matter, sister. Let's be done with this. You there, draw near. I would speak with you. I am Izair. This is my dear sister Medei. No need to introduce yourselves. We heard much of you already. You've been quite troublesome, adventurer. Quite the meddler. Repelling Guthma's abortive attack on Targos. Destroying his fortress. And most recently slaying Sharon Cole. And retaking the Western Pass.
But don't make the mistake of thinking that. With Lysara gone, I'll renege on my part of the bargain. Kaldahar's still doomed.
Still doomed.
Silence, sister. I am not yet done speaking to them. So, what with all the alarming news of your intrepid band of sellswords, we decided to leave our little home to pay a visit, have a word, you see, about things to come. For a time, we were at a loss as to where to find you, but then we encountered a kind merchant that was all too happy to sell us your whereabouts. Now, what was his name, Medei?
'Twas Nim, brother. A drow.
Oh, Nim. That's why I left the village early.
Ah, yes, Nim. It seems he'll help anyone as long as it profits him. In any case, here we are.
Well, what do you want?
Hush, hush, bold one. There's much for me to do. No time to bandy words. You seem to be under the impression that you're somehow saving the people of 10 towns, but you see, those cruel-minded ill-men at Louds are in no need of saving. The new order my sister and I will bestow upon the savage north will benefit all. No more will the outcast of your so-called civilization of hypocritical mundanes be forced to huddle in the shadows, feed upon scraps, or face banishment to lands barren and unwanted. The Legion of the Chimera will bring about a new age of peace, tolerance, and equality for all. Even you must agree that such a true and noble goal surely justifies whatever means necessary to bring it about. And with that being said, it's time for your meddling to end.
Do I slay them here, brother, or return them to the hand to serve as breeders?
Breeders.
Neither, my eager Medei, neither.
Oh.
They will serve us as messengers and carry our word, our law, to any others that might oppose us. Take heed now. Cease your ridiculous struggling at once, or the consequences will be dire indeed. Consider that Targos is not the only one with allies in Luskan. And now, before you even begin to consider the gravity of my threats, allow me to leave you and your newly found wide-eyed village of friends a parting gift. I'm certain it'll leave you with quite a lovely tale to share with your masters in Targos.
Be thankful that my brother spared you for now. Should we meet again, it'll be the death of you. I promise that.
So be it. Protect the village. Who are they? Come on, stab him, stab him. Get him. Uh-oh. You return his possessed corpse, hasted.
I hear ya.
Alright, still no luck on that turn undead. We're going to protection from evil. The entire village has fled, probably into their huts.
Yes, Jabuk. Your desire.
Call some lightning. We will... Shoot a flame arrow. Have Terry, or not Terry, we'll have Joffrey, emotion, hope.
What can I do?
Have our archer back up.
I'm ready.
And our barbarian wade in, berserked and all.
All right.
Your protection from evil cast. There's the lightning.
Indomitable!
Sarklin, attack now!
Slash him. Slash him.
Step right up. I've got plenty of death for everybody.
Boom. Not this time, Izair and Medei. Again, you have my thanks, traveler. When you felled the awful poppets those demonkin made, you freed our hunters' mortal shells. I was able to use my magic to return them to life. Oh, I could never thank you enough. Of course, farewell. Alright, the village is back and thankful for our help. Let's talk to Swoma again.
Terrible creatures, those demonkin. I am greatly saddened that innocent villagers were drawn into your battle with them. Though I suppose the responsibility is mine, as I alone kept you here so long.
I brought you the remains of the Fellwood dead.
My thanks. That was most kind of you. I will see that they are properly interred. You are a caring soul indeed. Yes? I know nothing of him. Only that he came to find someone that he was certain would pass by our village.
Okay, well that's probably us. That's what Nim did. Let's see, before we head out, let's talk to Tavo and sell off our extra gear and arrows. Okiosti's spear and the arrow +3. Then we can finally get out of the village and head back to the Fellwood. We can also level up Eslif, level 10 druid. Upper wilderness lore. Get another level 5 spell. What should we get? I think we should get... Let's get conjure animals. Animals are cool. Let's also get... Wall of Moonlight would be cool. How about Animal Rage? Animal Rage seems neat.
Ready.
Cool. Now Eslif joins the over 100 health club. Head back into the Fellwood.
Is that all?
While we're walking over there, let's see if there's any equipment we missed. How about the Boots of the North? These boots have been lovingly crafted out of the hides of some unknown beast. Little is known about the cobbler who created these boots, but his skill with leather is obvious. Upon putting on these boots, they seem to contort and twist until they perfectly match the foot of the wearer. These boots provide superior protection in cold weather and will keep one's feet warm and dry in the worst of conditions.
Yeah.
Man, I want boots like that in real life. Are you kidding me? Nah, that's cool, Terry. It's all good.
I hear ya.
Alright, here we have a dark treant that comes out to attack us. The real enemies of the Fellwood.
I'll teach you noob sites how to fight.
Takes bonus fire damage.
Sergeant, attack now!
He was heading this way. I think we're gonna finish him off though.
Right then.
Oh, you have 20k. Okay. Yeah, you can think about something else you want. So let's head this way because that's the way that guy was running. Here they come. I think I'm gonna summon some help here. Let's summon a beetle.
What?
And let's pull out a summon some undead.
I await your instructions.
Web over there.
What is it?
Oh, and let's our barbarians.
On.
Cast
I am
slow.
ready as always.
Cast cloud kill. Well, the trees don't breathe. I wonder if they actually take damage from cloud kill. Oh no, they're taking poison damage. That's good.
Go on.
It's emotion despair.
At your service.
Great our Malison.
I'm here.
Flame striking.
Just kidding.
Immune to piercing damage.
Ready. Done.
I'm gonna go over here and cast my spiritual wrath.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I'm here.
Then fireball. Elder Dark Treants.
What?
Fireball, fireball. My Bone Guard almost died from all my spells. There we go. You have slain the Dark Treants and freed the Fell Wood from their warping influence. Woohoo!
Not a problem.
I'm actually surprised that the wilderness lore thing worked out that well. I actually had not tested that strategy. Every time I was in here before, I would just, you know, because I'm playing this game on my own, I would just look it up and be like, oh, you know, how do I get through the Fellwood? Which is would obviously be pretty difficult to remember.
Consider it done.
But this time,
Quit your blubbering
good wilderness
and let
lore
him be
will
done.
get you right through it. And I think that's a skill that some people would pretty much overlook. It's not considered a very valuable skill because it doesn't do anything other than, you know, what we just watched it do.
I'm ready to do adventuring. I gotcha.
But if you have a character like a, well, like a druid or a barbarian or somebody who doesn't have any, there's,
Do so.
you know, not very high intelligence, so not a lot of skill points, wilderness lore is not bad, especially if it's your first time playing through the game. Because not, other than getting through the Fellwood, it gives you a good hint about what you might be facing in a new area. So like right now, we get to a new area.
What is your errand?
Let's do some wilderness lore. So the sound of a wide river grows strong here. The pockmarked prints of large arachnids are evident in this area, as are the tracks of large clawed humanoids, probably trolls, and heavy human-sized hide-wrapped boots. Strands of nearly invisible webbing may be seen undulating under the breeze amongst some of the tree branches. There is the occasional great splotch of dark, watery dung. Large flying reptiles may be about. Okay, so that's a good hint. We're going to have barbarians, we're going to have trolls, we're going to have spiders, and maybe large flying reptiles.
What'd you need?
Let's
You have my
buff up
undivided
before we start
attention.
moving.
Ask politely, or you die.
What?
We will, actually, strength of 1. Draw upon Holy
What is it?
Might.
I await your
I
instructions.
think I have enough to stone skin the entire party.
I'm here.
I am ready as always.
Stone skin everybody. Beast claw.
At your service.
Ready.
Oh yes, I'm here.
Finally, stone skin Terry.
Yeah. Not
Let's
a
move.
problem. I hear ya.
Oh, so there's the hints about the webbing. Got a ton of spiders. Holy crap. Frost spiders, ettercaps.
Speed.
Slash him down.
Teach you milksops how to fight.
Is that all? Is that all?
Here we have some more spiders.
Problem.
What?
I can hit him with a skull trap.
Ready. Done. Yeah.
Ooh.
Stun quarta. Dos eles
That was poison.
My sword is greater than yours.
Oh. I think Terry has enough health to resist the poison. I'm actually surprised he was able to get poisoned by...
Already dead.
So I think he's got 18 constitution. That's a really high fortitude save.
What?
Hearing some roaring just beyond the fog of war.
Done. I'm here.
Oh, here we are.
Your desire?
Oi.
I want to keep those trolls at a distance. Okay, Terry, no worries.
Yes, Jabu.
Appreciate you hanging around.
I'll do it.
I await your instructions.
Web over there.
Ready as always.
Setting up a big old death field.
Elendar.
On.
Quit your blubbering.
Sun scorch this one.
What is you?
Spike growth these guys.
Service.
Yes, ready.
I'll die if you make me do any more work.
Nice to see you.
Call me Docs. High five. Thank you so much for the follow.
Yeah.
And these trolls are
Yes, I'm here.
getting rocked. Also put the fireballs their way. Oh, they're dying in the poison damage.
Ask politely, or you die.
Yeah. Hooray. More fighting. Wow.
Is he gonna fall unconscious? He should. There he goes. And he should die in the cloud kill. So we could come around down this side of the fence. Oh, nope, don't walk through the web. There you go.
What is the usta ilindi?
Easy as goblin.
Here we have the river. Can't cross it even though it's, is he still not dead? This thing might still be alive. Oh, our cloud kill ran out. So we'll just sunscorch him. Immune to the fire damage, huh?
Yes, Jabuk.
Try again.
Elenda.
Might have to come with the Melfs. Oh, there we go.
What?
Must have had fire shield on.
Is that all?
Sometimes the orc or the troll shamans can do that. Just put fire shield on, and then you can't kill him with fire damage. Kind of OP.
I'm easy as goblin pie.
So we found spiders, we found trolls. We still haven't found the flying reptiles or barbarians here yet. Here's some skulls. Hadbruki. What's this? Someone dares to enter the hunting grounds of the Black Raven tribe? Most know to bring an army when traveling past here, southerners. Who are you? I am Hadbruki of the Black Raven tribe, leader of these men, and you're no match for their arms or my fearsome magic. Whine and beg at our feet, southerners, and we might only take all of your belongings. So you can tell him to take everything we have, or you say, no, you'll have to fight us for him. It seems you've mistaken stupidity for courage, southerners. Brothers, kill them. Then place their severed heads upon spears before our cunning gate of stone. Don't let any escape. Slay them all. So no, let's not get slayed by all these barbarians. We've fought in plenty of barbarians before. I think we'll have we should be able to handle these folks. Still have plenty of webs available.
Quit your blubbering.
I'm also going to send a tidal wave that direction.
Red card. Yeah, not a problem.
Oh, it missed.
I hear ya.
Also, these guys just ran right through the web, no problem.
There's no escape. I leave no one alive.
Attack now!
It's casting Slay Living.
Yeah.
Let's actually see if we can hit him with our dire old loot. Can we charm him? Uh-oh. Godfrey walked right into the web.
Looks like I'm gonna have to go on a killing spree.
My son
There's
is
no
great to that door.
Oh! I forgot he had Slay Living and he just killed our bard. Oh man, that sucks. There we go. We haven't saved in a while either.
What is your ilindi?
I think we can go get him raised at the village. We'll accept our mistake. We won't reload that one. I need to take all his stuff though. Go. That's exactly what happened. He got slain by Hadbruki. But if you guys also remember, so you can walk past this part of the frozen river, and over here in the bushes you will find Frost Rose. This will be the last time we have to return to the Wandering Village. But it also makes sense, so we can turn in this little quest. They asked if we ever saw any frost rose on our journey, if we would return some to them, so we will. And conveniently enough, we have to get our bard raised from the dead. Hopefully just raised dead. I don't want him to lose a level of experience on resurrection. So we picked up the Azure Rod. An Azure Rod is not a unique item, but certainly a rare one. Each is fashioned from a durable silvery white aloe and capped with a large, softly glowing sphere of lapis lazuli. Intricate designs wind their way around the Azure Rod's shaft and head, but none serve to indicate who or what might have had a hand in their creation. An Azure Rod slowly draws in and collects the power of goodness itself. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Terry. Using the energy to both harm evil creatures and invigorate the rod's bearer. Oddly enough, though, the rod functions perfectly well in any hand, whether that of the holiest of priests or the darkest of scoundrels. So that's what I was wondering, because that's it says it harnesses the power of goodness itself.
Right, watch me go.
I was wondering why that barbarian seemed like a bad guy. He was going to rob us or murder us. Yeah. Both. So. Should be able to head straight out, probably west. Here we go.
Watch me go.
Back here. And the frost rose is a rare herb that appears as a single fragile stem with a small bud that peaks above the snow. When it blooms, the tiny flower is a brilliant scarlet. That's nice little flower. You know what? I don't know if we ever read about our girdle of beatification. We'll read about that soon. Come back here.
What? Easy as goblin pie.
Easy as goblin pie. Alright, I need some healing. So, raise dead. Uh-oh. Raise dead will not work on someone killed by a death spell, finger of death, destruction, or disintegrate. He was hit by slay living. I hope it doesn't count. Oh, good God. Thank you. Perfect. Welcome back to the land of the living, Joffrey. Alright, I found some frost rose for you. Oh, good. Here, take this medicine. If you need more of it later, I'll be selling whatever the village won't need. Thank you, traveler. Of course, Venla. So we get Venla's medicine that removes poison and disease. Let's give Joffrey back all of his stuff. Everything going back. Really? Like what? Shield was 15k, jeez. Alright, sell this. That actually is pretty good. Also, I remember all of the mage talents being really good. I bet you even getting those ones that get you other talents would be awesome as well. Alright, Joffrey is well rested and back. Since we're back at the village, let's sell off. Never be too careful with your inventory. Let's sell off our extra gems.
Ready.
And head back out to the cold marshes. Oh shit. Does Arcane Blast still function like it did before, where each subsequent cast increases the damage and the mana cost? Or is that a thing of the past? Alright, we're resurrected, we're healed. Let's continue forward. Wow. Are you one-shotting anything with Arcane Blast? Probably feels like you should be. Alright, the Girdle of Beatification. Priests of Helm and Burdus consecrated this belt and gave it to the warrior Thom Wainwright, who had performed a number of great services for the church, including the destruction of the Unseeing Eye and the cult that followed him, the Blinded Acolytes. Thom wore the girdle proudly until he fell into severe debt in his later years. To his undying regret, he auctioned it off to a well-known priest of Mask. And we have 2 of them.
What?
Holy shit, that is good. I wonder if the Disc Priest ones are any good.
Is that all?
Alright, so here we have the Maze of Stone. The barbarians, most likely the work of local barbarians. Some of these grisly territorial markers are more recent than others. That's what they wanted to do to us, put our heads on these spikes. There's no way around this maze. We'll have to, yes we will, Ezlis. I'm going to need a lot of soul ash on my priest. This is a maze you essentially have to get through, so when you click on one, it moves it. It's not very hard to figure out. Move that out of the way. Oh, and as soon as you start moving it, you get attacked by barbarians from behind you. I forgot all about that. A lot of them too, jeez. So what you want to do... I'm gonna have Jeffrey play the war song of the Sith. Well, I'm gonna hit him with confusion actually with Joffrey.
Speak.
Summon lightning is always good. And chaos them.
Yes, it shall be done. At your service.
What would you need? What is it?
I am ready, Commander.
Done and done.
What is it?
Yes, Jabba.
Have our melee attack this shaman and our archer's gotta run.
What?
I'm ready to... I got you.
Oh.
Use your loot on the shaman.
You will suffer greatly.
It didn't work. Oh no. I heard it. No, it didn't work. Okay.
I hear ya.
Oh yeah, the world boss. Totally forgot about that.
Maybe your glow caress you.
Kill the shaman. Recitation.
Power tear you asunder.
He's almost dead, but we still have a heal for us. Heal our barbarian. Boom. Back to full, baby. I think one of the barbarians ran off this way. Where do you think you're going?
Attack now.
Oh, he got struck by lightning.
Ready. Not a problem.
See, I was thinking that fight with the like sort of the mini boss earlier with the shaman came with all these barbarians. I forgot that actually these barbarians come after you start trying to solve the stone maze. But it's not that difficult. I also think once we solve the maze, they come out again too. So you go 1, 2. You have to move the stones out of the way. You manage to open the barbarian's gate of stone. You also need to be very careful that your characters are not standing on the path of the stone. I think it instantly kills you. it instantly shatters your character. Or at least in my experience, it's instantly killed my characters. I don't know if it just does like a set amount of damage, but my characters have all usually die from it. There they are.
You have my undivided attention.
We're gonna have more barbarians, but I'm ready for them this time. Stick them in the web and slow them. Entangle them. One barbarian made it through. With just these three? Or these two?
What you want?
I await your instructions.
Just finish them off with my archers.
Blubbering.
What?
Die if you make me do any more work.
Service.
Looks like I'm gonna have to go on a killing.
Don't want to let this guy get near us. Does he have Slay Living on? There we go. See if we can grab the treasure out. That is the one downside. You will be able to kill everything, but you can't mount and go quickly. Don't worry, if you just do rank 8 of Twisting Corridors, you'll get a mount. I hear ya. Alright, while we're waiting for him to get out of that, I'm gonna Stone Skin Assault up again.
What you need? What is it?
Your desire.
What is your errand?
Dark Skin.
Oh, how about it?
Yeah. Har har har.
I await your instructions.
Draw upon Holy Might. Alright, we're all Stone Skin. Got draw upon Holy Might on our cleric. Raring to go. Because now that we found all the barbarians, as soon as we run through this place, we are waylaid by wyverns. You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself. Let's pull back together sort of towards the bank here. This spot can get really tough for your backline characters because they appear in a huge circle around you. And these wyverns are no joke. So if you're not expecting it, I would usually expect it. I've definitely died here in my playthroughs quite a few times.
You will suffer great.
But you go with all the, I don't know, what do they call it? The 6 Ps? Prior proper planning prevents piss poor performance. Might be more than 6, but there you go. We wiped out those wyverns, easy peasy. Then we can escape the cold marshes. Marshes. And who do we have here? Let's check wilderness lore. The cave in this area is, without a doubt, the lair of a dragon. Possibly 2. Based on the climate and judging from the damage to the surrounding terrain, the creature or creatures are of the species Draco rigidus frigidus, the white chromatic dragon. There are no other tracks about. So I'm going to have Terry heal himself.
I am ready as always.
You can also hear the flapping in the distance.
Is that all?
Let's move forward. And here we have the entrance to the cave. This rough pile consists of felled trees and what appear to be gigantic clumps of frozen dung. The trees bear claw marks well over 2 feet across. And so let's head into the cave and... Oh, actually, here we are. Oh. That's a rippin' pepperonis. We are attacked by a white dragon and then 3 white worms that appear behind us. Actually wonder if we can pull back, although we're all slowed. Oh yes, Call Lightning coming in clutch. Slay one of the worms. Once again, move back. So that our archers are as out of harm's way as we can be. See if I can hit them with a tidal wave, maybe get lucky and stun them. We'll also flame arrow the white dragon lady. It does work. He moved out of the way of the tidal wave. We can kill the white worm. Stone Skin, a huge help for this fight. So surviving the initial onslaught is important. So Stone Skin really helps. Uh-oh, can we hit her with a heal? Oh shoot, she doesn't have a heal. Take a potion. Try to sun scorch it.
I'm on my way.
Why aren't you swinging? Fortunately, this dragon is not like immune to magic like lots of dragons are. Just does a lot of hand-to-hand damage. And we've killed him. Nice. Let's head inside. Through the cave, we have more worms. And another white dragon. So they said home to 1, possibly 2. And it's no longer possibly, it is definitely 2.
Quit your blubbering.
So I'm gonna give Animal Rage to Terry.
I'm ready.
And have our Barbarian Berserk. Uh-oh.
Tell me what to do.
Uh-oh, Terry's Berserk. Ah!
Go on. I suppose I got some time to kill.
If we can move our archers out this way. I'm needing a healer. These are maximized attacks. We're hitting them with flame arrow. Ooh, wild shape. Polar bear. Turn into a polar bear. Yeah.
Order you to protect me.
Ow. Please don't use that aura again. Dead.
Is that all? Watch me go.
Terry, don't you... Terry cannot cast spells right now because he's enraged.
What is it?
We did it. Slay 2 dragons. Now we have some busted gear here on the ground. Unfortunately, nothing we can use. It stands. Oh, but here we have some studded leather armor. And we can loot their nest. There's a helmet, some gold, and some gems.
Ready. Easy as goblin pie.
It's not a very potent pair of dragons there. They were pretty tough to defeat, but Guess they weren't really raiding anything and having a huge hoard of gold. We got studded leather armor +2. It's really good. We have Worm's Maw. On that. Leather armor. Studded leather +2, that work for her? That's the same as her leather armor +2. How about you? Same as your armor. I guess we'll hand it over to our thief. +2 on his AC. That's pretty good. Our thief actually has the highest AC out of anybody in the gang.
Yeah.
Highest armor class is just because he has such a high dexterity. We also have Worm's Maw. Kellum Longeyes was a noted ranger in the town of Bremen. Dodge and all goes in AC, yeah. But I don't know if he has the dodge feat. I think it's just because he has such a high. His dexterity is going straight to his armor class, so it's really high. Kellum Longeyes was a noted ranger in the town of Bremen, trekking far and wide across the savage north in pursuit of his prey. Kellum hunted wyverns, drakes, and other worms of all sorts, especially those that made to attack the 10 towns or their outlying settlements. The grizzled ranger took many trophies. In time, little of his equipment was not adorned with one kind of worm or another. Kellum's most prized trophy, though, was the Frostmaw, a great white worm whose size and ferocity matched that of a true dragon's. While in its death throes, Frostmaw's jaws and icy breath took Kellum's left eye and ear. For this, the grim ranger swore vengeance on all its cursed ilk. Upon his return to civilization, Kellum and Frostmaw's wide jaws Kellum had Frostmaw's wide jaws fashioned into an elaborate helm and imbued with the white worm's deadly breath. This helm the ranger christened Worm's Maw. Alas, in time, Kellum grew old as all men do, and one day set out on a dangerous hunt in the peaks of the spine of the world, never to return. Until now, none of his equipment has ever been found. I guess we found his final resting place. Kellum's helm is made from thick hide, bone, and heavy gray-white scales. It covers the face and head entirely. The face and head entirely. Aside from cutting a dashing figure, the helm's bearer may bellow a roaring blast of deadly cold once per day. So yeah, it's a helm that gives you Cone of Cold for 6 to 24 points of damage once a day. We're going to give that over to Terry. It looks like Kellum's body is probably in this pile of bones over here, along with some other adventurers. But we will save. We definitely need a rest. Uh-oh. We rested so hard that it froze the game. The game hasn't crashed on me yet, so maybe this freeze is temporary. I think the game thought by rest I meant for the game to sleep too. It's a good thing that we saved first. I'll give it like... Oh, I think that is a complete crash. Yeah. The game crashed 100% all the way to desktop. That's exactly right. Okay. Definitely a good thing that we saved. Let's try to rest again. Alright, now it's fine. We rest up and let's head down. There we go.
Yeah.
That 8-hour rope.
Is that all?
Here we go into the Underdark. Well, If this music wasn't an indication about what's going on down here. The stone skin, everybody.
What'd you want?
You have my undivided attention.
Stone skin, bark skin. Protect from evil. Strange place to be holding a concert, yeah. Protect from evil. Draw upon holy might.
What?
Emotion hope.
At your service.
Mage armor.
I hear ya.
Strength of 1. And for this area, it says these well-traveled caves seem to house a number of different inhabitants. Most tracks are strangely splayed scratches made by heavy bipedal shelled creatures. There are also wide steel-shod boot prints of the sort commonly seen around dwarves, clawed humanoid feet like those of small trolls, and patches of scoured stone where plant matter has been lifted away or something acidic has eaten at the stone surface.
What?
Bipedal?
I'm here.
So we've already been warned about the hook horrors before going into the Underdark, and here they go. They appear right behind us.
What'd you need?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Making this area incredibly dangerous.
What?
So we're surrounded on all sides, unfortunately. Let's... Chaos. And... Static shock. Static charge. And then recite. Oh, you pedal down the street on a bike. Use them, recite, static charge. Alright, chaos is huge here. Confuses them to just make a bunch of them stand around, not attack. That kind of thing.
What is it?
I suppose I got some time to kill.
Archers back up.
Looks like I'm gonna have to go on a killing spree.
Medical this guy maybe.
I hear ya.
There we go, saw one guy run down this way. Let's kill him. There we go, let's turn this stone. We have some gates. Let's see what's going on in here. And mechanism that operates this does not have a conventional lock and may be warded against simple spells. It indeed is. We can't go there yet.
What?
Only thing that sucks about hook horrors is they don't drop treasure, but then again, why would they? They're monsters, why would they be carrying any treasure?
A little fire and lightning should liven things up.
I am ready, Commander.
I'm here.
You're already dead.
Go. Some gems in here.
Is that all? Right then. Yeah? Victory will be ours!
Now these ones up. We're attacked from behind again.
Yeah.
I'm ready to
See if
do
I can move
adventure
my
in the
archers
streets and
inside the
stuff.
room.
Fine.
Force them into a choke point.
I hear ya.
Have my melee fighters get in there as well, maybe?
I...
What do you need? I
Is that
got
the
you.
best you can do? What?
Terry's trapped outside.
I'm here.
He's gonna have to fight where he can. Oh, he's actually completely stuck in the middle of these creatures. I'm actually gonna have him... What was that? Spiritual Wrath.
Yes.
What'd you want?
Die if you make me do any more work.
Death to the enemy.
Wow. All of the hook horrors are unaffected by spiritual wrath, I guess because they're technically neutral creatures. But then he managed to go over the wall and hit Joffrey, who took damage from it. That's really unfortunate. Okay. Cloak of Fear.
Step right up. I've got plenty of death for everybody.
I'm sprinting too.
No?
I hear ya.
Cloak of Fear is fearing these hook horrors away.
I'll teach you milksops how to fight.
Then it's just a matter of chasing down the scared creatures.
Milksops how to fight.
I'll wash no one alive. Blood.
There goes the static charge. Play that last one. Grab some gems. Here's some crunching going on in here. We have another hook horror. A Sphene gem. We have a bunch of bugs, fire beetles in here. Another big group. Okay. Chaos here.
I...
We have Terry, defensive harmony. Use all of them.
Give me a target and I'll smash
Oh
it.
yes, I'm here.
What?
That.
What'd
And
you
Joffrey
need
stand
done?
by and sing the song.
What?
Yeah.
What is it? Consider it will.
Your desire.
Color spray would work this direction. I'll put a bunch of the fire beetles to sleep.
I'm here. What can I do?
I suppose I got some time.
We still have the static charge coming through. What else can we do to help us out? Chant. Actually, draw upon Holy Might and then chant. We are cleaving through these things, no problem though. Everybody except my bard.
What is it done?
Bard is still singing away.
Tell me what to do. Victory will be ours.
Oh,
I'm ready to do adventuring.
done it,
and
done.
stuff.
Go on.
Yes, I'm here.
Indomitable!
Show me a target and I'll smash
Those are already dead.
Battle Song of the Sith gives you up to 26. Wow.
What?
Oh, she's out of arrows. I was like, why is she like in the middle of combat right now? Or out of bolts, I should say.
Your desire.
I'll die if you make me
Death to the enemy.
Yeah, that's one of the worst parts about it, as this. Now we just have to cleave down the beetles. They're exploding.
Wash me beard in your blood. No one alive.
I'll leave no one alive.
Watch me go.
Fire and lightning things up.
What?
There we go. Another horde of hook horrors and beetles dead. Oh yeah, I agree with you there. I think people are comparing it to
Not a problem.
BFA, which was definitely not alt-friendly. I think Shadowlands is more friendly than BFA was, but not as much as it could be. You know what I'm saying?
Ready.
I await your instructions.
Yeah?
Okay. Let's bless. I'm going to Animal Rage.
Yes.
Wait, let's
I hear ya.
champion strength on Eslif. Then Animal Rage on Terry. Terry will then Armor of Faith.
Yeah.
Motion Hope again.
I am ready as always.
Debuff Mirror Image.
What?
What?
Then get our barbarians out.
I'm here. Watch me.
Yeah, I agree, Eslis. These appear to be large, stone-shelled eggs that are embedded out of reach into the cavern wall. There's a dead orc in the middle. What could this be? Oh no! Lured with gold. Let's see if I can back everybody up over here. Except Terry is gonna go berserk.
What is it?
Which is why I put that on him. I think Terry can handle his own over here for the most part. Oh shit, he's taking some damage.
What can I do?
His stone skin ran out. And I can't control him to run away. That was a bad idea, frick. Damn.
Tell me what to do.
Fire and lightning things up.
Should have re-upped his stone skin.
Man, I got places to go, monsters to kill.
Frickety frack tally whacking teeth. Bum, 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 bum.
Your desire.
22, unaffected by stone skin.
Watch me go.
What? I feel like I should just have all of us come in here. We won't run back and split the party. All of us here ready to go. There we are. Oh, posture check. That's actually a good idea. Thank you. Much better. Thank you.
I'll teach you milksops how to fight.
Have my undivided attention.
I think I can actually web here.
I await your instructions.
Yeah, done.
I am ready as well.
There's the hook horror matriarch.
At your service.
We need to chaos this crew. Or mold touch somebody.
Speak.
They mold touch this person.
Step right up. I've got plenty of depth for everybody.
No, you're touching them with your mole.
I'll teach you milksops how to fight. What you want? Taken care of.
Cast your bard song.
What is it? What can I do?
Well, I got some time to kill.
Too bad. It happened.
Looks like I'm gonna have to go on a killing spree.
As you wish.
We did it.
I'm here. Not a problem.
I'm here. Let's see, can we see if we can just resist the web and make it out? Not everybody can, but for the most part. We have another way to go down here.
Ready. Yeah.
Save and head down the cave.
Right at me. What?
Here we have an ice troll. I happen to know there are lots of ice trolls, so let's try to get that going.
What?
Elendar.
Elendar.
I'm here.
Your desire.
I'm gonna chaos these trolls. Oh, they're unaffected by chaos.
Ready.
Not bad.
I know the routine. Show me a target and I'll smash it.
I'm ready.
They can back up.
What is your...
See if I can use my Agnazar Scorcher. Then I Melf's Acid Arrow this one. Excuse me. With all these trolls stuck over here. Easy fodder for probably Fireball. ice trolls. A dark little cave. One more. Woohoo. Alright, so we have a freedom of movement.
I hear ya.
Gonna have Jerry damage bonus himself. And then freedom of movement himself. This doesn't look like the Might and Magic merge. Well, you know, how about that? Oh, Terry's unaffected by spike growth. Go, bullet. So we have a, looks like maybe a dead dwarf here. What do we have over here? Some ochre jellies. And a shambler.
Is that the best you can do? What? I'm here. Is that the best you can do?
Shambler's taking good damage, no problem. It's got a throwing dagger. Lamia's tongue. Some flaming bullets. We'll make sure to read about that a little bit later. Right here we have some ochre jellies, which, as you can see, anytime they're damaged, they split apart, which is a big problem. So they're not immune to physical damage, but you can hit them down to almost dead with physical damage. Actually, it's actually kind of working out that the spike growth is still here. You need to finish them off with magic damage, which one delicious fireball should do that for us. Oh, I almost hit all of them.
Speak.
But spike growth's now gone. We'll scorch the last one. There we go. Ochre jelly's dead. Oh, there's still one left.
A little fire and lightning should light
Let me
things up.
beat it up a little bit. It'll spit out a bunch of buddies. Have us back up, because we're faster than them. We'll finish it off with another fireball. Ah, I hit
Is that all?
hit our barbarian with it by accident, no problem. So I'm gonna get another one.
What you be needing, mate?
Fire off a couple arrows at it. But they're all
I am ready as always.
almost dead. Finish it with a fireball.
Not a problem.
You have slain the last of the river cave monsters. Right. River cave monsters, no match for us. And we have a Duragar key. The dark dwarves. Or gray dwarves, I guess. There's no monk in our team. Yeah, no monk. We couldn't fit him. I guess not that we couldn't fit him. I guess we just didn't fit him.
What?
I assume this key is for this door. I don't assume. I know it is.
I'm here.
While we're heading over there, let's read this. Lamia's tongue. This wicked-looking throwing knife is part of a set of items once belonging to Suela el Kaba, the Black Lamia, an infamous sellsword from Kalimport. The unverified rumors regarding her final fate are many, running the gamut from imprisoned beneath the earth by a vengeful wizard whose niece she'd murdered, to fell in love with a nobleman from Thay and went into hiding. What is known for certain is that the murderous woman is long gone and her belongings have been found scattered here and there throughout the realms ever since. Forged of dull black steel, the blade is engraved in the fashion of a barbed tongue while the handle is textured with minute scales. Because the enchanted dagger whips back to the thrower's hand once it has struck a solid object, its barbs can do horrendous damage to a target. Many a bravo were felled by the Lamia's tongue before coming within 10 paces of her, their last breaths escaping through a burbling crimson hole in their throats. So it's got additional slashing damage, and it's a permanently returning throwing knife. This would be an awesome, like, weapon. If, it's unfortunate that the proficiency is small blade and it requires strength to wield, kind of. It'll do more damage with strength. I wish you could build, like, a throwing dagger-type character. Which you kind of can, it's just not super effective. Definitely not as effective as a bow. See, let's head in here since we're going to be talking to gray dwarves. We're going to talk with, let's talk with a drow. Koptichi, there are outsiders here? You, quickly, tell me, how did you make it past the gate? We found a key in the caves below. His name is Dargab the Slave Master. Ah, I was a fool to trust an orc to recover it. Nargo, where is Oti? Bring him here. Urak rak hub haman han urka Dargab ota ota. Dead by hook beast yesterday. Huh. Oti has great fortune. He is better off in a hook beast's gullet than in my hands. Remember, we did find a dead orc out there. And Nargo, no more filthy orc tongue. Speak Durgar or common, or I will break your teeth. Yes, Master Dargab. Forgive, forgive. So, I am Dargab. Tell me, why are you here? Well, let's not give everything away. We're merely exploring. What is it you're seeking, then? Just keep it generic. We're trying to cross the Spine of the World Mountains. What? Through the Underdark? Yes. I understand. The Far Eastern Passage is blocked. Speak to Barad Barzan. He is the leader here. Ask about mining equipment. You will have need of it. Who are you? I am charged with the outpost's defense. I oversee Barud's troops, as well as my own personal slave soldiers. These orcs that you see here. Yes, Smile. Slave soldiers? Yes. Make no mistake, outsider, these are no ordinary orcs. I have rigorously trained each of them in the arts of battle myself. You're a slaver, then? Yes, I wear the honored mantle of slave master. And why not? It is the duty of the mighty to master the feeble. What would you do? Protect and foster their weakness? No creature should enslave another. You make to debate as if I were a scholar and not a soldier. Do you think I find your thoughts of import, that your words might sway me? You hammer on cold, black iron, outsider. So right here is the reason I did that conversation path, is that is the conversation path you will be forced into if you have a paladin talk to this guy. So playing a paladin and having him as your discussion guy will actually lead you into more fights, and he'll also refuse quest rewards. Like, it's the only option you'll be able to pick. So your paladin would say, regardless, slavery is an atrocity I cannot allow. Free your slaves, or I shall take whatever steps I must to free them myself. But instead, since we're not, and we're actually a drow elf, we can just ask him, what can you tell me about this place? He says, I'm not here to answer your questions, or help you or answer your questions. Go speak to Barud. All right. Wait. While you are here, I will be watching you closely. Do not meddle in our affairs. If you wander the outpost, stay away from the dungeons. There is nothing you want to see there. Now go.
Ready.
All right, we'll just head into the outpost then. Real quick, let's level up. Level 12 cleric. This champion. He's got 20 wisdom. Let's up his strength since he's our frontline fighter too. Concentration at 15. And we have a new way to get a perk. We can get improved critical. New feat. We can get some new feat here. I think actually improved critical is good. So when determining criticals, the threat range of the weapon being wielded is increased by 1. So now if we go over here, we already have a keen weapon, he now only needs to roll as high as an 18. He doesn't even have to roll a 20 to get a critical hit for ×3 damage. Very powerful. Go to Barbarian level 8. We will increase his strength yet again. Intimidation. And boy, I would love improved critical, but we'll actually get more by mastering or specializing in great sword. Since we have a two-handed weapon, it'll be +2 to damage on every swing with that great sword. He can now attack 3 times per round and does 14 to 24 damage. Very nice, right? For you, we will up your charisma and concentration, magic device, blind fight, combat casting. We get improved critical for him as well. Actually, won't be as important. He's only using a crossbow, not a big deal. We're gonna spell focus enchantment. I've got a lot of enchantment spells on him. Level 8 rogue, improve your dexterity. Search and then disable device. Open lock, search. And then definitely for you, we get improved critical on your bow attacks. We get ×3. Level 12 sorceress, improve your charisma. Improve all of that. Improved initiative, luck of heroes. A luck bonus on all saving throws. I think for her, we get a spell focus on evocation. Yeah. Let's do that. Spell focus on evocation. We have level 6 arcane spells now too. Trollish Fortitude, Wyvern Call. Oh, Mass Haste, gotta have it. Affects all allies, doubles their base movement, attack rate. Yep, no question about it. Mass Haste. Absolutely crucial.
Yeah? Tell me what to do. Easy as goblin pie.
Easy as goblin pie. So let's not forget to up his spells. He's got a new level 6 spell. I mean, heal is always good. This spell imbues the caster's hand with destructive energy. It deals magic damage equal to all but 1d4 of the target's current hit points. So this will almost kill something outright. It leaves it with up to 1 to 4 health. That's crazy. Divine Shell would also be really strong considering he's our frontline guy. That lasts for 1 round per level, so 13 rounds. Let's get Divine Shell. That's actually sounds really good. A new level 5 spell, Healing Circle. Nice little mass heal there. Good, perfect.
What? Not a problem.
Actually, send Joffrey around talking to people. Oh, here's Barut. Sunlanders, huh? I am perplexed that Dargab allowed you to pass, but so be it. I trust his judgment. My name is Barud Barzum. I am the commander of this complex. You are? I'm Joffrey Beaver. Dargab said to ask you about mining tools. Of course. You are traveling to the east towards the monastery. There is a storage room off this hallway. You will find mining tools in a crate there. We intend to clear the passage soon enough. Take the tools and consider them our payment for your work. Thanks, I had some questions. Not so quickly, outsider. That is one deal between us. Perhaps you would agree to another. To recapture this complex entirely, we must clear the surrounding caves of monsters. You may rest here and will be well rewarded. What's the reward? Monetary wealth, arms and armor, all the finest Duergar craftsmanship. You have my word that you will not be disappointed. Well, we'll do it. Excellent, most excellent. There is a revolting menagerie of beasts lurking around these caves. Return when the last of them is dead, for your reward. That's all. Well, it's done then. We left nothing alive down there. Huh? Well done. Your reward, a sack of gold and gems and an ensorcelled Duragar shield and axe. All should serve you well, outsider. Now I offer a third and final deal between us. This outpost and the Underdark Passage were lost to the Black Raven Monastery decades ago, but we will reclaim both. Slay the monks, outsider, and we will shower wealth and items of power upon you once more. Ooh. What do you guys think? Do we side with the dwarves and slay a monastery full of monks? Or do we side with the monks, or do we just not do it? Or do we slay this entire place full of dwarves? Or do we slay both? We just kill everything in our path. We can tell them no for now while we think about it. Can we rest here? Let's rest. Thanks. Nice. Give him some gems. Shield of Fortitude. Durgar Master Artisans forged this shield of dull gray steel. Invigorating energy pulses through the shield and into the wielder, steeling him or her for battle. Don't really need this shield right now. And also this. Duragar Master Artisans forged this axe of dull gray steel. Its balance is so perfect and its exceptionally sharp blade so well wrought that magic was surely used in the making. So, this is a hand axe that's kind of the same as our Widow Through. We'll keep our great axe with us, though.
I'm here. Done.
I am ready, Commander.
Let's see. Head in the storage room and take what we need. So some masterwork bolts.
Ready. Har, har, har.
Elixir of health. Mining tools, there we go. A masterwork hammer. These are kegs of dark Duragar bitter ale, a thick, potent, and foul-tasting brew known to make even the stoutest of gold dwarves grimace in disgust. Really? I never get any mail from spammers. Some masterwork bolts. More keen arrows.
I hear ya.
We have Zama Rogadimn. Ladugar the Harsh is our protector. I am Zama Rogadimne of Ladugar. You are sent here by Barud, or... No, but I'm working for him. Can you help me? I will do for you only what I am told to do by Barzan. He said to give us any material aid that you could. You have the face of a liar, outsider. I will give you nothing. When Barud tells me to help you I will. Hey, what does the shrine have to offer? Just some healing. Tell me about yourself. I am a bishop of Ladugar, an advisor to Barud Barzan, leader of this complex. Tell me about Ladugar. Huh. You should know Ladugar well, outsider kin. I hope I'm saying that name right. Ladugar the Harsh is our protector and taskmaster. He taught us order and discipline, to master ourselves and others, to cast aside weakness like pity and mercy, to develop new abilities and forge items of fantastic power. When Ladugar turned to the shadows to seek power, his cowardly brothers abandoned him. They exiled Ladugar from his home to the great darkness below. The great darkness below Acheron, from where he watches over and commands us. And what can you tell me about this place? This complex is an old Durgar outpost and shrine to Ladugar. It once guarded a nearby passage to the Underdark. It was lost long ago. All those living here were murdered. We are here to take back the outpost and to regain control of the passage to the Underdark. Hey, who murdered everybody here? I am not the one to speak to about this. Find Barud Barzan. Okay? What do you mean passage underneath the monastery? I'm not the one to speak about this, alright? You have anything else you can say? Tell me about yourself. Okay, yeah, that's at the end of that conversation. Let me see if I can loot her shrine. This altar is emblazoned with dwarven runes. Ladugwr the Exile, the Great Protector, Master of Crafts, the Slave Driver, the Taskmaster, the Harsh. I'm sure they're going to be pissed if we try to open this up, but let's give it a shot.
They'll die if you make me do any more work. Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
Let's see, can we grab it? Oh, sure enough. This huge statue of the Duergar deity Ladugwr seems to glare down upon you judgmentally. What's this bow we got out of it? Longbow of spell resistance, blech. Not even cool.
I'm here.
Another routine. Show me a target. Ow!
Kill this cleric. Jerk. It's a cool warhammer. Warhammer +1. Alright, let's reload. I'm not done doing quests in here.
Easy as goblin pie.
Easy as goblin pie. We have Harhord Dorm here.
Yeah, done.
Who are you? Staves Gozuli Glepia. You must allow me. This is Harhord Dorm, my loyal friend and aide. He does not care for outsiders and will not speak a word of the common tongue. I see. Dos vidono. Okay.
What'd you want?
Yeah. Nah, I don't think so.
Just kidding. I'll do it. A bunch of Duergar bolters. Oh, they actually don't want us opening that up either. Whoops, my bad. I like how they let us loot their entire supply room, but I guess nothing else.
Right then.
I wonder what happens if you come down here with a, I wonder if you can actually talk to that guy with a Grey Dwarf. If you have an evil Grey Dwarf on your, maybe not even evil, just a Grey Dwarf on your team. Let's see, is this guy a vendor? Oh, here you go. This place was founded more than 150 years past by a Duergar expedition. A cleric led them, and thus the shrine to Ladugwr. This was a little over a decade before that wretched Black Raven Monastery was built. The monks were quick to seize control of the Underdark Passage, justifying their actions with doubtful tales of significance to their founder. When the few Duergar here made to oppose the monks, they were slaughtered. After the monks butchered the small garrison force, the outpost was sealed and the Underdark Passage barred with an iron gate. However, the Duergar neither forgive nor forget, and we have returned. But the monks are many and strong. Our victory would require cunning. Our ability to become as shadows allowed us to secretly pass through the great gate and monastery and retake this outpost from a pack of mangy orcs. One moment, become as shadows? Yes, to fade from sight, to become invisible. The wards of Ladugwr have developed many abilities during their centuries in the darkness. Abilities thought forever lost to us by our less intrepid kin. Okay, go on then. With your help, this complex has become a strong foundation for an assault. When the time is right, we will contact another body of Duergar troops and put an end to the monastery's unjust hold on our Underdark Passage. Okay. That's their plan, is to wipe out the monastery.
What? Easy as goblin pie.
Easy as goblin pie. So here's Dragu Ironbreaker. Who is the highest intelligence? Okay, we have...
Yeah, okay.
Our rogue is our highest intelligence right now. It's very important you have a character with high intelligence talk to this guy, and we'll see why here in just a moment.
Okay.
What's this? Another interruption? Ladugwr, how you test me. Be gone, outsider. I'm certain we've nothing to say to each other. Who are you? I am Dragu, the Iron Breaker, chief artisan of Barud Barzam's company. Does that sate your curiosity, huh? Now, leave me to my work. What are you working on? What am I... Like a meddling child. You've no hope of understanding the intricacies of my trade. Take my handcrafted Hellbolter, for instance. A rapidly firing, self-loading, heavy crossbow. That's an impressive machine. The Hellbolter is more than a simple machine, outsider. 'Tis a work of art. Took years to design and build. Alas, it's too complex. Here, see? You likely can't even puzzle out the loading mechanism. I think I can figure it out. I never would have imagined. Still, I've been working on a less complex version, one suitable for use by common soldiers, for weeks to no avail. Bah!
Good job!
So, if you have high enough intelligence, you can figure out what he's working on. Okay, so he says, I am Dragu the Ironbreaker, chief artisan of Barud Barzam's company. Does that sate your curiosity? Now leave me to my work. What can you tell me about this place? Can or will? Much and nothing. Leave me to my work, outsider, before I grow angry. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like we have high enough intelligence to actually help him out. If you have... That's one of the downsides of not having a wizard. I guess it's greater than 16. So it's like an intelligence check. I think if you have 18 intelligence or greater, though typically if you have a wizard by this point, they have like 20-something intelligence, you can help him invent a new, faster crossbow, and he'll give you one. But for now, unfortunately, we don't get it because we're all a bunch of dummies in this party. Here we have orc slave soldiers, skeleton in the... Look, Zug. This looks like the prison. This person must have perished in terrible agony. They weren't even allowed to die with their boots on. We have an Iron Maiden. It looks almost cozy in a bloody spikes driven into your face, chest, and bowels sort of way. We have a specter that appears. You miserable weaselly bastard. You dare come back after so long, after abandoning me to them? What are you talking about? What? Did you think you could just return, apologize, make amends? Look at what's become of me as a result of your cowardice. Damn you! Look upon my shattered remains, broken on the rack. Look at me! I'm not who you think. Just leave me be. No. There will be no escape for you, no absolution. Your corpse will lie here beside mine forever. And you get attacked by the specter. That's rude. Fortunately, it looks like we have to kill this guy. If you have powerful enough turn undead abilities, you can turn undead this guy, and then he'll return. It's sort of like cures his ghostly insanity. You get a fair amount of experience for doing that, and you can put him at rest. Otherwise, you can just slay the ghost. Alright, we're almost done here, but one last thing I want to do is slay every dwarf here. Because they're evil. Evil dwarves... They're the evil ones, so that's why I'm gonna kill everyone in the outpost. Oh, I guess I should say slay all the gray dwarves we have here.
Yeah, right.
Speak.
Terry's a shield dwarf. He's cool.
I don't think so. What? Just kidding.
Let's summon some allies to our side. Maybe on the king.
What'd you want?
I'm here.
What?
You have my undivided attention.
What'd you need?
Boom skin. Yeah, those are pretty Those torture devices are pretty rough. I think I've mentioned this on stream before. A necessary part. A little bit of fear. I went to a torture museum in real life once, just a history of actual torture devices they used. And what surprised me most is, I mentioned this on stream before, but what surprised me most is how much or how many anus-focused torture devices there were. Almost all of them were just putting stuff up your butt, tearing your butt to shreds, tearing your taint to shreds. Just the worst thing you could possibly imagine. I always thought it was all, you know, all Iron Maidens and pulling racks, and those were a couple of them, but really, it was rough business.
Go on.
Okay, so we have all that. No fun stuff, just ball busters, that's right. Tempest calls for battle. Okay, we'll bark skin.
Yeah.
Then we will strength of 1. Sure, let's holy power. Sir, please. There's your high five. High five, dude. Drop on holy might. That must have been the thought process, Terry. Am I invading? Yes, I'm about to invade this fortress.
Yeah.
All these guys will wish they never made slightly rude comments to me. Alright, let's go ahead and put all these guys down here. There's an enemy.
What you want? Done.
Have him there.
Quit your blubbering. Alluve oost. What? I will do so.
I'm ready. Okay. What? Taken care of.
Your desire.
Did I replace that sound too? I think so. Was there background noise? Wait. Hold on. Well, let me try to play that again.
How rude.
Yeah, you're right. I just might need to turn that one up. Let's try that.
How rude. How rude.
There we go. I think that's fine now.
You have my undivided attention.
Alright, let's web out into the hallway.
What is your errand?
Spike growth.
I await your instruction. Yes, it shall be done.
Uh-oh, the zombie lord's taking damage. Or taking big damage, I should say. Is none of this stuff hitting anybody?
I am ready as well.
Guess not. Fire a bolt at them. Gonna double stack the cloud kill.
I got you.
What?
Speak
chaos out there. Used them.
What do you need?
Cast Emotion Despair. And then Malison. Malison. Malison.
What is it?
I'm here.
A person, maybe? Ooh, an insect plague.
Is that all?
Oh, done.
My characters keep wanting to run out there.
Ready. Not the best you can do.
Oh shit.
Yes.
I insect plagued my own guys.
Yes, it shall be done.
Done and done.
Yes, Jeff. I await your instructions.
They shattered my zombie.
Doc, get right out.
It's Harhord Dorm. I think he's stuck in the doorway.
Yeah, done.
He's stuck in the doorway.
Yeah, I got you.
Keeps trying to cast giant vermin. Casting failure.
I hear ya.
And
This
there's
poor
no
cleric.
escape.
I'm not a problem.
Not a problem. Here's that Warhammer.
What is it? As you wish.
Over here. Force the shrine open. Yep. Other magical stuff. There's a warrior. Oh my gosh, we still have all these warriors out here to deal with.
I am ready as always.
Oh, he's not going to be able to cast because of the insect plague. Yeah, casting failure. We're just going to have to brute force our way through this.
Elendar.
No spells, all brawn. Let's go. Actually, our druid can still cast.
What do you want?
I have this big old beetle blocking the door.
What? Taken care of.
I'm ready. Tell me what to
is
do.
your injury?
Aye.
Oh yes, I
What you be needin', matey? Arr.
I am ready, Commander.
Some nice attacks.
Aye. Har, har, har.
Ask politely.
We're gonna do adventuring and stuff.
Come here, you wretch.
Looks like you're gonna have to go on a killing spree.
Poor slave soldiers.
Show me a target and I'll smash it.
I don't think there's ever an option to make the orcs like turn to your side.
Those are already dead. done.
Here we go.
Got that bad mamma jamma.
Some more warriors over here. Oh, here we have Ragu Ironbreaker. Hit him with a skull trap. Ooh, immediately explode a couple of his soldiers.
Looks like I'm gonna have to go on a killing spree. I'll die if you make me do any more work.
What? That's the best you can do.
What do we got here? I think that's the entire complex dead.
I'm here.
Alright, everybody in there defeated.
Yes.
I'll have my barbarians start picking this stuff up. All the orcs, I think, just have battle axes. This heavy crossbow. Eslif resisted mold touch. There's still one cleric out here trying to fight.
What is it? All right.
Open up these footlockers, get some chainmail. Masterwork heavy crossbow, it's nice. Stuff. This is nice. Got masterwork bolts for days.
What can I wish?
I await your instructions, so be it.
So be it. Looks like that's all good. All right. The Grey Dwarf Fortress is defeated.
I hear ya.
Let's organize our inventory here right quick. All the masterwork bolts over to Joffrey. Everything that needs to be identified down the line to our sorcerer. Let's see what new gear we got. Okay, sparking arrows. We got a battle axe +2. That's actually pretty good. Black urchin. It's a Black urchin is a shield of Durgar manufacture, styled after the infamous black blood urchins of the Underdark Seas. It is of rusty black iron, its face studded with scores of corroded metal spines. Each time the shield's bearer is struck in combat, there is a chance that his or her foe, no matter how far away, will be pricked by the black urchin and infected with its vile toxins. So it's a shield +1 and a 25% chance that you'll get poisoned by attacking the person wielding it. Long blow spell resistance, not bad. Long blow. Here we have the Skirling Skull. The Skirling Skull, thought to be of deep gnome manufacture, is a flail of notably unusual design. A 3-foot-long wooden shaft topped with a stone head, carved to resemble a skull and crowned with long, glimmering shards of impossibly hard crystal. When the enchanted crystals strike an object, they vibrate and emit a keening wail. These unnatural harmonics can rend magical auras and dispel whatever sorcery surrounds the target. The same ringing tone also has a chance of deafening the target and wielder both. So it's a flail +1 that can dispel magic on target and also possibly deafen the attacker and the victim. There we have... Let me get my characters walking over here and we can read them while we're waiting for them to go up. Oh, Irina can't move. Let's hand these off.
What?
Save just in case we're attacked. We have Valor Foe. The Valor Foe is a frightful weapon, one forged to break an enemy's spirit as well as their armor and bones. It is ancient, its artisan's name long lost, even to the vast historical records of the Grey Dwarves. Covered in runes of cruel power, the Valor Foe bears a single inscription in the tongue of ancient dwarves, now used only by the Duergar. 'Tis not death that is worthy of dread, but the fear of death. Every blow from the Valor Foe has the chance of striking terror into the target's heart, causing them to flee madly from the hammer's wielder. This is actually a really good hammer. Hammer +2, 33% chance they flee in fear. Let's open this up. Head on through. To another section of the Underdark. Then finally we have Hellbolter, the creation of the diabolical Duergar master artisan Dragu Ironbreaker. The Hellbolter is a complex and heavy device, barely recognizable as some sort of crossbow. Its bow is of a pliant metal alloy. The tiller is covered with an array of gears, levers, springs, and studs, and a cylindrical case of hard leather and a rotating steel shaft sit along the top of the weapon. An attempt to create a missile weapon that would allow Grey Dwarf soldiers to slay many times their number from afar, the Hellbolter is an overly complex and terribly expensive device, unsuitable for the equipping of an entire army. It is, however, frightfully effective. The Hellbolter fires 3 times as quickly as the typical heavy crossbow, spewing a storm of quarrels from the ammunition container affixed along the tiller. So if you've ever wanted a machine gun crossbow, here you go. Perfect to give to our bard, who will now shoot 3 times around. We'll equip Hagnan's Folly on our sorceress. Wondering if... what's Terry looking like here? Terry's got Widow through 8 to 19, 18... 7 to 14 with the single hand axe. I think just having the great axe is a little bit better for Terry right now. If we find a really good shield soon, maybe we can convert it, but there we go. Alright, inventory's all organized. We reload our bolts here. Okay, that's good. All those are good.
I'm here.
Let's go ahead and heal our barbarian.
Ready.
And begin exploring this cave. What do we got going on here? Actually, let's wilderness lore. This area has recently seen much activity. Several sets of human-sized boot tracks traverse the entire area. Large animal prints can also be seen in the dust. Bears, perhaps? Though the claws appear unusually sharp, as if they were tipped with steel. The stone here seems to be partially natural, partially worked, and in some places simply burrowed through by a large stone-going creature or creatures.
Yeah.
As we walk over here, boom, right there. Loose dirt reveals an Umber Hulk that jumps right out. A bunch of Umber Hulks are actually jumping right out. Umber Hulks always being creatures you should expect to run into in the Underdark.
Watch me go.
Oh, looks like I'm gonna have to go on a killing spree.
What? I'm ready.
Yeah.
Jabu.
I'm a busy man. Places to go, monsters to kill.
Done. I'm here.
Go back down this way. Smash this Umber Hulk.
Ready.
There we go. So all three of these paths are now converging onto a central location. Let's save. See what we have facing us over here. You arrive at last, Terry of the Wudini. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Harsham, the Beast Lord Harsham. I've come a long way from Luskan to kill you. You should be honored. Not many attract the attention of the host tower, and fewer still merit the dispatch of a mage of my caliber to obliterate them. How do you know my name? Why, I was given your name and description when I was sent to slay you. Poor little Fane should have finished off you meddling upstarts in Targos, but alas, such is the result of the host tower sending a boy to do a man's job. You knew Fane? Fane is the wizard that tried to kill us back in Targos? Yes, indeed. A silly, ragged fellow who made a better servant than apprentice. You seem to have grown in power since Little Fane's final report from Targos, but no matter. You're clearly no threat to me. Oh, they do? Yeah, the host tower of the Arcane spreads all around Faerun. How did you find me? I didn't realize they'd be featured heavily in Neverwinter Nights, though. Oh, too easily. Normally, my huntsmen would have taken weeks to find you in this miserable mountain wilderness, but they had the fortune of encountering some enemies of yours. You seem to collect them in droves, you know. Go on. In any case, 'twas a couple. Levy, I believe, was the man's name, and Karita the woman's. Poor wretches. I fed them to my war bears for their trouble. Oh, they didn't make it too far, Levy and Karita, geez. War bears? Yes, they do not call me the Beast Lord Harsham for my prowess with women alone, you know. My pets can dispatch armored knights with ease, and bear collars that bind them to me alone. Waste not your common charms on them, should you know such petty magic. Yes, but war bears? Yes, well, 'twas either that or battle cats. The bears seemed somewhat more menacing. But enough of your pathetic attempts at mockery, you scruffy plebeians. And they bear collars? What do you... Ah, I assure you the pun was unintentional. And mark my words, filth, my beasts are no laughing matter. What's the host tower? Why, and here I thought you a Luskanite. Surely you must know of the host tower of the Arcane Brotherhood, boy... Or host tower of the Arcane Brotherhood, boy, that body of mages and merchants who owns the city of Luskan. Well, 'tis of no consequence. The rest of it you can just go like in circles around him with him until you say, enough boasting, Harsham, it's time to fight. And this can be a pretty tough fight, especially since I didn't buff or anything before that. He is right, these war bears are no laughing matter. He's flanked by 2 mages, he himself is a mage, and he's got quite a few powerful archers here. So immediately I'm just going to turn around and, you know, not let us get surrounded. I'm going to run down this tunnel path. See if I can maybe web the bears. Anyway, webbed one of the bears, and I'm also not going to stand in line of sight of the huntsman. We go all the way back.
What?
See if we can take these bears out.
Go on,
Just
dummy.
here.
Oh, I tell you, a sucker.
That bear is running that direction for some reason.
I suppose I got
Cast
some
our
time
war
to kill.
chant to the Sith. Maybe regenerate some of our lost health.
Indomitable!
Your desire.
Arena's over here.
Looks like I'm gonna have to go on a killing spree.
I'm gonna cast a flaming skull that direction, or skull trap.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Would you be the Auril caress you with the abyss?
Gonna shoot a dispel magic over there.
What is your
Wish.
I await your instructions.
Fire another skull trap.
Politely, or you die.
Also, spray some thorns that direction.
What'd you want?
And let's give hold person a try. Oh my god. The skull trap and the spear exploded one of the huntsmen, it looks like.
Yeah? Yes.
What?
I am ready, Commander.
Oh my gosh, that bear just came through the wall. Did you guys see that? Okay, this huntsman.
Places to go, monsters to kill.
A Harsham's mirror image. Take it out with magic missiles. He tried to mass haste his bear. There he goes, he's down. This huntsman's trapped in the web. Perfect. That actually didn't go too bad. Really think positioning plays an important factor in this game. Never underestimate the power of just stepping back for even a moment. Rushing them like together up there can be really rough. So get your fighters in front of your ranged, and also use crowd control spells if you got them. Grab a couple things. So he has a shield ring, can cast shield twice a day, bracers and defense +2. Oh, and that's part of it. So all of these huntsmen have arrows of piercing on them. It's attack bonus +4, enchantment +3, and +6 physical damage. They can really pack a punch.
Not a problem. What?
Let's see, is there anything left up here? No. I think we exploded both of the mages. Let's see. Here we can hear the wind howling. Toss that over there. Pass these along. Guess she can have the shield ring. And defense +2. Can you wear that? No. Doesn't do anything for you. Nothing for you. And alright. So we'll just go ahead and sell those. Actually use those potions.
I'm here.
Everybody's set, ready to go. And I am going to go ahead and call the stream there. This is actually a really good ending point. Exiting here takes us into chapter 4. And we will save that for next time once we start up. Let me save here. I'm so sorry, Terry. This is just I don't have much left in the stream, or much left time to stream, so I think this is just a really solid ending point. We completed all of chapter 3 today, and we'll come back next week and continue on to chapter 4. I think this is also maybe exactly like the halfway point through the game, maybe a little bit more. So we're making steady progress. Once again, really appreciate you guys hanging out and watching. Quick programming note for next week. As some of you guys know, I am a first responder here in California in the US. So next week I will be getting the COVID vaccine. Just as a little bit of a warning, some of my coworkers who have already gotten it have told me that they felt, you know, some minor pain, minor nausea, some fatigue. So I plan on doing a full rack of streams next week, but keep an eye on the Discord just in case, you know, maybe one of these days I'm feeling bad after I get the vaccine next week. But I'll let you guys know on Discord. Other than that, if you're just, you know, you can't handle it, good luck. Thank you. If some of you guys cannot handle being absent from me for the next 3 or 4 days,
good luck.
Should all strike instead. Thank you very much for the good luck wishes. If you're new to the stream, I encourage you to follow. If you are curious, you can check the links below the stream to join the Discord server, as well as this link in chat I'll put right there. And also, this link to my list of games has links to all of my previous streams and all my played games, including all of Icewind Dale 2 is not on there yet, but you can also just look at my recent streams. You can see all of my Icewind Dale playthrough up until this point. There's a good 20 hours of content so far there. Thank you guys very much. Shout out to Dolphin Prime and Call Me Docs for the follows this stream. Really appreciate it, guys. Had a really fun week, and I'll see you back next time. Thank you very much. Take care and have a good one.